live from St. Lucia. This is Julien Jean-Pierre from the Royal St. Lucian Cmos Company, and I hope everybody is having a fabulous week, fabulous Sunday. It has been a while. I definitely took a long break. It was crazy. I can't believe it. It's been maybe 2-3 weeks since I last did a live stream, but I took some time off to have some vacation time with my kids and stuff, and so now I'm back, and kids are gone, family's gone. I'm here on my own in St. Lucia with my dad. We're at his house now, and I'm here chilling, ready to talk about CMOS. Let's see who comes tonight. Like, did everybody forget about me? I hope not. Um, got a lot of stuff planned for St. Lucia. You know, this first couple of weeks I just did mostly like tourist stuff. Went to the mud baths. Went to the only thing I didn't did the only thing I did that I wish I did, or the only thing I didn't do that I wish I did was I didn't go zip lining. But I went snuba diving. Oh my gosh. When I went snuba, I actually found some video. I have video. I should have got it prepared tonight. But I seen what I'm almost positive looks like Honduras Christmas. Maybe I can grab the hard drive and I'll pull it out and share you guys. But I could have sworn I saw it was not totally like Honduras Christmas because it was like yellow, right? When most Honduras Christmas is purple, but it had the same flory flies consistent with that. So I'm gonna do some research in the next couple weeks. Well, I'm here to really see if to just dive in and see if there is possible for that. Like, is that CMOS that I seen actually Honduras Crispus, or is it like another species that most people don't know about? And if it is that a species? Is that a good species? You know what I mean? So who knows? But I'm here enjoying my prosecco, smoking in some local herb, and gonna chill out tonight, and I think tomorrow we're gonna get up early and got lots of work to do. Received the whole shipment of CMOS tonight, and I want to make sure that we get it boxed up so we can ship it out this week. It's a non-stop action over here. Oh, I hate these bugs. Always getting bugs around here, beetles and shit flying around. So this is like country for sure, you know. So let me know if you guys have any questions about like St. Lucia or CMOS or just life in general. You know what I mean? I'm here to. Ooh, it's the wind. It gets pretty windy up here. Even like earlier, I was gonna start the live stream. I'm outside, and it started raining, and so I had to kind of pull it inside for a bit, and wait till the rain kind of dropped before I came back outside. There's lots of wind out here. You know, put a little bit of tunes. Let's put some background music until some people come around to talk. Let me know if anybody wants to join in the conversation. You know, talk about singing show, kick off, and whatever you guys feel like. I am here. I'm outside. I'm outside. I want to do some research on elderberry. I've been thinking about possibly looking at growing elderberry things. I think that would be pretty cool to do. Stuff that not many people are doing. But I don't think anybody's doing it. No one's doing elderberry and doing it for sure. For sure. Got my old night light, you know, like out here cleaning at night. So I'm gonna make sure I got proper lighting, make sure it is. Over here, belly. Yeah. Yeah, no one's around. I guess that's what happens when you take a hiatus. You know what I mean? People forget and like you're doing this, and they move on and find out. But I'm committed. I think doing it weekend has been twice a week since like what was it? Yeah, let me hear you say that. I like that one. Thank you. You guys really and now they can fly. Probably with the there's a storm all over the region. And it's like messing up the night flights all over. But it is what it is. Yes, Hunora. I live out just outside of Hunora. The quality is pretty good, especially with I got a new camera, and so the new camera, oh, it's not bad. You all right? All right. That's just my dad. I heard him in the kitchen. He likes to like rum around and I don't understand. He just chill out and relax. You know what I mean? Yes, Tamika, I am enjoying St. Lucia, and it's good to see that the comments are coming back. You know what I mean? I'm going to put that up there so that people can now start seeing the comments and what's going on. Not only am I enjoying St. Lucia, I'm loving St. Lucia. What do you mean? Like, it is so good to be here, and the weather here is so breezy right now, and yeah, can't wait to get in the water. I think hopefully by the end of this week I'll probably be able to visit some of the farms and stuff like that. Today was more just like hanging out, chilling out with my partner. It was crazy to see. I mean, we haven't seen each other in like a few years. Didn't even feel like it was like 2 months. You know what I mean? Well, to get back to doing it again. But what sucks is that the time's gonna fly so fast. And after that. But the one thing I'm gonna make for sure is I'm gonna get lots and lots of footage. And you guys are gonna see the real technique, the real technique of what goes on, how people live, lost life, everything. I'm gonna do my best to hold back any and just really kind of keep it alive and keep it real for everybody. You know what I mean? As real as you possibly can. You know, and just show you guys what St.Lucian Cmos company is all about. You know what I mean? And we actually have what is it? We like just like turned 2 or whatever. We had like a 2-year anniversary. We've been running this business for 2 years, which is amazing. And yeah, Tamika, I'm still on IG. I'm doing, and those of you who are curious, I'm on IG, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Clubhouse. I don't discriminate. I like make sure that all the platforms are accessible. And thank you, Tamika. I appreciate the saying congratulations. A lot of hard work to grow. But looking back, I feel like maybe I should have been a lot farther than I was. You know, there were a lot of things that I think looking back I would probably do differently. One of them was that there was a lot of times where I relied on people thinking that they were going to pull the numbers that they were pulling or claiming to pull, and then they never really sort of, how do you say, backed up what they say. It took a lot of shit. And so you base your business thinking you're going to get this amount of sales. You hold back on your marketing and advertising because the person's like, yeah, don't worry. You'll never, you're going to quit your business once I make all your money. You know what I mean? Fuck the amount of people that are always saying that shit to me. And yeah, naturally, he didn't produce. You know what I mean? Or it took them forever to kind of start getting going. And then when they got going, the guy was like, he just started playing games. You know what I mean? And it was like every time they could, they tried to change the agreement. And so eventually I was just like, I'm tired of that. None of that bullshit. Fuck that. Like, excuse my language, but it's true. I can only tolerate so much, and I give people so much ropes because I allow them to say. A lot of times, I already made my decision up. I know what's going to happen, but there's a part of me that knows that I don't really know what's going to happen. So, as long as I know it's not going to hurt my business, I'm going to look into it and see if it happens. And at the end of the day, I'm at least going to learn something. You know what I mean? Like my partner, he describes me. He's like, "You're that guy that likes, there'll be a sign saying." Don't touch, fire hot. And I'll be like, I wonder how hot it really is. And then I'll go and touch it and burn myself and be like, oh, that's too hot. that is classic. But because there's the amount of times where I thought something was going to be hot or super hot and I touched it and I'm like, that's lukewarm. You know what I mean? And so I always try to see things out and see what I can do or what I can accomplish before I close the door. You never know. What's up, Ted, bro? First warrior, one dope crafter. I hope you guys are all doing good. Some of you guys got to start joining me on these live streams and talking, so I don't have to be talking all by myself. Hopefully it doesn't rain anymore. Can't believe, man. 2 years, dude. And now we have a shipping location in the States. We have a warehouse in Toronto. We have another warehouse here. And then really in the last couple of weeks, I started realizing that we're shipping a lot more. We could sell a lot more than we realize. And so one thing I'm going to be doing here is really trying to push our guys to increase capacity. And opening the doors to sell more Cmos. Make more Cmos available. Work on it on a lower price. You know what I mean? No, bro, there's mosquitoes over here, but there's so much wind, there's so much breeze that the mosquitoes don't really have a chance to sit around. And so inside the house, they're usually there. They're all hiding out in there. But I got my mosquito repellent, and so I'm protected. I swear the mosquitoes out here just it has no effect on these guys. Because I feel like I still get kind of bit. Or they'll find the one spot where I didn't fit and get me there. But yeah, it's been a long day. I've been up since 6:30, 6 o'clock, packing, getting out of my hotel room because I was staying in a hotel, Windjammer Landing, for the first 2 weeks. Oh, I had fun riding a jet ski. Oh, excuse me, I want to start getting jet skis. Those would be badass. Imagine I start running around checking out farms on my jet ski. Just that'd be fun. That'd be so much fun. I'm yawning so much, it makes my eyes water. I should bring some Kleenex. Probably won't do a live for too long today. But, I should have bold mentioned it to some of these guys, told them I was going to be here because I think everybody's like, so like, oh, he's in St. Lucia, he's not coming on the live. No, no, no. And even tomorrow, I'm probably going to do a sunrise with Julien. Although I don't think I'm going to do it on Facebook. I'm probably going to do it on Instagram only. Just because it's one of those things where you just need a one camera and sit there and talk. And I probably won't do it on Facebook. So what CMOS do? I usually take myself gold all the way, always gold. I like gold way better. It's so much easier to consume. I find that purple is really uh, strong on the stomach, so I personally not a fan of it. Yeah, that's not to say it's not good. It's good CMOS, but I've seen a beetle land on the table. So that's a little funny. But yeah, you everybody has their choices, and says, oh, this one is good, that one's good. I know with the purple, it's supposed to be way much higher in iodine. So I think while I'm here, I'm going to put some purple and trying it while I'm there. See how it works out. This was for yawning. What am I smoking? Local ganja, local weed. I guess it's like the bush. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's like smoking a cigarette. I swear they shouldn't consider this marijuana at all. No, it's the same Lucians, right? But they do their best. Yeah. Ted says, says purple tastes more raw. Just flavor it with a fruit or something tasty. That I agree. You know, do the but I'm a purist. I like to what's this say? I like to take the steam off pure. You know what I mean? Although I do like fruit flavors. Like how people use that shit is pretty cool. That's good. Like I'm not shitting on it, but a lot of people are always like, oh, you know, that's against the thing and blah blah blah. I think that this is the thing. I think that if you're taking food loss, you need to take more steam than it's usually recommended because it's fruit in it. And that means that there's less CMOS because the fruit's taking up the space of where more CMOS would have went, right? So, um, yeah, I would just use that for sure. I wonder if people are going to start like measuring how much CMOS they actually put in a jar. Like, you know what I mean? Like how much, or even like how much CMOS do they soak, how much CMOS do they blend and put in the blender, how much water do they add, and what does that equal? You know what I mean? Because I think for, for, for sure, definitely for sure, everybody makes their CMOS differently. Some people don't even have like a straight recipe on how they do it. You know what I mean? They're more doing it by eye or by what. And so the question is, how concentrated is your CMOS? You know what I mean? Does anybody know? Most people don't talk about that. Like maybe in the future, there's going to be something like 80% CMOS, 20% CMOS. That actually might be a good marketing thing to say to do something. And it's not to say you do it and say, oh, this is the real stuff. You can say this is how much contains in it, and someone might look at it and say, it contains this much, or I want this one because it contains more phenols than the others. I don't know. What even still, sometimes taking less CMOS might be as beneficial. You know what I mean? Especially if there's more water in it. The water would help carry the nutrients. But it's good to see that people are coming in and watching and stuff. Probably someone's coming on Clubhouse, you know. And if anybody wants to join in on the conversation, I can put out a link for you to join in as a guest. Where is that? On Facebook, it's this one. And on Instagram, just put out a request, you know, request to join me. And I will accept it. I'll be wearing this craziness. I need to get my watch a break. So Jada says, I did another vendor's market today because of you, and it was friggin' amazing. I'm so happy. You know what I mean? I appreciate like that you took the initiative and got good results from it. Because it definitely makes me look like I'm not lying. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be right. I'd rather be right than wrong. So thank you for helping me prove that I'm right, and I appreciate it. You know, if you want to come and talk, you know, join the live stream and talk about it. Yeah, let's. I'm curious to see how your experience was. You know, what were your challenges? How did you run your show? What would you do differently if you had a different, you know, another option? $30 investment, $895 profit, and the crowd was small. Look at that. Now, there are people out there that would easily spend $30 on a Facebook ad promoting their product, and will not see 800 and like almost $900 worth of profit. Do you know what I mean? Like, these kind of markets, these places, they're huge, especially if it's like themed to a demographic that you're trying to target. It beats any Facebook ad. Listen, I don't care what anybody fucking says in the language, but face-to-face marketing, face-to-face selling kills any advertising. You know, anytime you can get into someone's face and the high numbers, you should definitely be pulling on that, like pursuing that option. It's just that people are too scared or too worried. You know, they got these insecurities or just fears, and like, you know, they don't realize that it's like, especially when you're starting your business, before you can sort of take back and see back and say, oh, I want to run ads. You need to build the actual business. Make sure it's running. Make sure people like it. Make sure, you know, people see it. They're going to return to it and stuff like that. And if you can't spend the advertising dollars to make that, or it doesn't make sense always to spend those advertising dollars, and to just do some kind of grassroots stuff to build a base of your competition. So Ted, you're asking, does the Instagram promotion post really work? Is it worth the price they charge? No, absolutely not. Now, here's the thing. Yes, it works, and no, it doesn't, right? And the reason why I say that is because, yes, the ad gets shown to people, right? And people see the ad. But where it doesn't work is because with the Facebook promotion post, you're not able to get in there and define your target audience. And that's when ads start working. When you get your audience detail right, so that when the right people are seeing your ad, and not someone that isn't interested in CMOS at all. So my suggestion is you got to go into what's called the Facebook Ad Manager, and through the Facebook Ad Manager, you can then start tailoring different audiences by different criteria and stuff. So Tata says the sample sold itself with the ones that had no idea what CMOS was or had CMOS from someone else. Nice. Well, I'm glad that they all just flew off the shelf, and you know, You had an easy time selling it. These are the kind of things you need to do to start building more confidence so that you can start getting out into bigger displays and bigger shows and stuff like that, where you're put in front of more people, bigger, people that are really about to spend money, like that's important. Yeah. So when you get home, you come on. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Come and share your experience with me. Lovely. Oh, I'm gonna put my foot up. I need. Yes, Khaled, we're all making a killing. Bro, come on the live stream with me, man. Get some practice in while we're doing it, Samples while vending is a very good strategy for people. Definitely. Especially even having like an introduction. Do you know what I mean? I would put like an introduction pack or some kind of like trio sampler or something, and you make it like under $20, so you can try all the different flavors. Maybe like 2 ounces of gel on each one, and you get four flavors that are maybe 4 ounces and four flavors, so that's 16. That's 1 pound of gel. It doesn't hurt. There's a link in the chat, Khaled. I'm gonna post it again. You should click on it and join. I'd love to hear about your journey with the gels you've been making and how well you've been doing. Oh, really. I don't mean to yawn so much. Just one of those days. I probably won't even do the live stream today this year. Tonight, maybe 11 or 15 or 15. So Sneakman says, I think it brought my sales up 30 to 40% while vending. Wow, that's a huge what do they call it? That's a huge increase. You know. Sorry, I'm just getting messages. My family. I think they're just arriving into Toronto now, so they're kind of messaging me, giving me some warnings of what to deal with the airport. Different rules and stuff like that, and they're never consistent. They're never honest. Yeah, it is what it is. So Chantel for House says one of our best selling is a heavy metal detox. Nice. I'd be curious to know what's in the heavy metal detox. So Ted is saying vending is cool. You always see someone questioning the vendor, like, what is this? What is that? Curiosity creates buzz around the products. That is true. You know what I mean? And like action creates activity. Activity creates, prosperity. So you need to be active. You know? Yeah, send me a link. Yeah, the herbs, everybody needs to learn more about the herbs, and like there's just so much to learn that it's like, like what does this do? How to use this? And even not only just single herbs on their own, but herb like combinations and stuff like that. That's something that we're working now in the future. We're going to launch a new business, and we're going to get heavily into the herbs, heavily into herbs wholesale, and then also into wholesale products like tinctures and different teas and stuff like that. Wow, charcoal, spirulina, wild blueberries, yellow dog. cholera, and a few more. You don't do fruit. Well, except for wild blueberries, isn't that like a fruit? Um, do I have moringa powder? No, I don't have moringa powder, but I will have moringa soon. So that's one of the herbs that we're going to be introducing soon is moringa, and I'm sure I can get it powdered. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll do something with Ricky, and we'll do like a partnership where I'll sell the leaf and he'll sell the powder, and we'll meet in between or something. But I definitely am gonna get the moringa. I love moringa. I gotta start drinking it more on here for sure, for sure, for sure. Let me know if you're interested, Tanika, in the leaf, the moringa leaf. It should be, as equally as good. Oh, nice! You started powering your Cmos. Yeah, everybody needs to start experimenting with getting into the powder. Ted says, I've always wanted to try like a bunch of different fruits from overseas. The wild blueberry sounds nice. Yeah, wild blueberry or even strawberries or raspberries, you know, they're all nice fruits. But, you need to have more of them. For the most part, they're hard to get. Although I met a guy that we're going to talk to about getting him to produce um, red raspberry, and through that, like a red raspberry leaf, and so through that we can get the actual raspberry fruit. Yeah, actually, it was interesting. While I was here, I had several people approach me and offer to either sell me land, lease me land, or give me control of land. And so, you know, that's kind of exciting because I'm hoping I can start with a few acres and build a nice like system of growing herbs and like a big herb farm. I get a lot into selling herbs for people and wholesaling it, and we do the whole process. So Ted says I have my personal moringa tree. Draw, don't boil, la la la. That can knock you out. And then Chantel says wild blueberries detox and pull heavy metals. Nice. I didn't know that. I wonder how the wild blueberries differ from just blueberries that are grown like naturally in a cultivation setting. Oh, my back. Just had a stretch there. So Chantel's saying to Ted, try wild blueberries in your moss. We also have blue spirulina mixed with black seed oil. Heard a lot of good things about black seed oil. That's some good stuff, black seed oil. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get wild blueberries in St. Lucia. But who knows? Like maybe you can. They wouldn't be wild then. If we started cultivating them. Maybe you can spread a bunch of seeds around the island and just let nature do its thing. You know how St. Lucia's land is super, super fertile. So I'm like trying to get comfortable here in my lounge. my feet up. Smells good, dog. Storm's coming in. It sucks because I was hoping we'd be filming a Cmos this coming Tuesday. Planning to rent the boat and everything. That is the weather's cooperating. Which is possible, it might not, but fingers crossed. Looking to stock up on sarsaparilla. Yeah, I actually get or sarsaparilla. I got a lot of people asking me for that. That's another herb I think I want to get into. But we already have a decent collection of herbs already. Here's like soursop, cerasee, fasciolata, lemongrass. Yeah, trying to think bay leaves. You know what I mean? Hey, Julien, see your connection associated. Talk to you. My sister is estimated to be there Thursday. Hey, what's up, Ricky? How's it going? I'm there. I'm, enjoying the cool breeze, and yeah. I got a little bit of a tan already. Yeah, yeah. Chilling tonight. The family left the island, so I'm free. I can move around the way I want to. I don't have to worry about any commitments and responsibilities. Oh, mm, well, even with the family time, I still ended up working, and there was times where they were like, yes, they were just looking at me like I'm having a meeting, and you know what I mean. Hey, what's up, Khaled? Yes, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh, there's my lighter. I was looking. I was like, "Where's my lighter?" Oh, almost lost my. I'm on. What do they call it? Vacation mode. Huh? I am lighting some marijuana, some local bush. Yeah, well, wicked, wicked, wicked. Yeah, man. That's a good husband. You know what I mean? Make sure your woman's got her own little ladies' den, her own lioness den. That Yeah, that's all they said down here. I kept reminding me, like. Sort of a CMOS, I don't think so. People usually have hundreds of pounds stocked. Even in hurricane season, we are packed. Sales do get slow, but shortage, nah. I wonder who said there was a shortage of CMOS. Oh, well. Hmm? No, I don't think. There's times where I've gotten warnings where there's going to be a shortage, but I think Ted's right. It really comes down to who you know. You know what I mean? And if you know the right people, they usually have stuff stocked up, or they know where to link it and stuff like that. But you know, But there are, like, if you only know one or two people and they don't have CMOS, and a lot of times it's not that they don't have CMOS, it's that they sold the CMOS to someone else, and so they takes them a while to get more CMOS. You know? Yes. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Well, I think we did it. We did the math. It was 2 jars per ounce, right? So it was 16 jars per pound, and so that was 3,200 jars um, for 100 pounds. I think that's right. Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm pulling out the calculator as we speak. That's my quick math, you know. Yeah. So what is it? 16. So it's 2 jars times ounce. Yeah, it's 32. 32 times 100. So it's 3,200. And then if you add, how much do you sell the jars for? 20 bucks or 15 bucks? Huh? 20 bucks. $6,400, nigga. Now the question is, how long is it going to take you to sell 3,200 jars? Yeah. But well, here's the thing. 32. If you were to try and do it in 1 month, 3,200, say like 25 days, you'd have to sell 128 jars a day at that price. Yeah. Hmm. Well, think about this. If you did it wholesale, right? Even if you sold it, you might have to drop the price down a little, but that would just mean that you would have to sell it. But say you sold them wholesale at $20, you might need 10 guys to sell 13 jars a day. Yeah, you know what I mean. He sells it for 20. They probably put it at $10 on it and sell it for 30. Yeah, only if they buy more. Yeah, like if you had a guy come and you tell him like buy 100 off me or something, or 50 for the week. You know what I mean? And then you sell it for a few bucks less. You know. But if you're good on, say, something like Excel, you could create like an Excel spreadsheet that could calculate how much you would have to sell to make the same amount of money, like how much more jars you would have to sell to make the same amount of money, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Because if you're going to drop the price by, say, $5, then you need to increase the sales in order to make that same $64,000. 64,000. Yeah, but then you also got to calculate how long is it going to take you? How much? Not at all. You can pay any price. A lot of, bro, a lot of it is your mindset. So I had this one client who left me, and I was disappointed because I liked them, and I always was helping them push sales and stuff like that. They never really would put their effort into it. They go find someone else that apparently is saving them $5 on the pound, and now I see them and they're like doing working 10 times as hard. And it's all because in their mind they're like, I'm making $5 more. You know what I mean? But if they really focused on their business and just focused on making more sales and not worrying about the money that you came in, it would balance out in the sense that you would start selling more and I would give you the less price. You know what I mean? And everybody's happy. Like lower price, like they're looking to save money. But it's kind of like what I'm trying to say is sometimes the lower price is just it's like it's an illusion that you're saving money, because if you don't increase your sales, then you're never going to make more money. So what they think is by them saving money, it pushes them harder to go sell more. But you should just push yourself hard to sell more, and the price will come down automatically. What, the stuff that I gave to you? Yeah, yeah, I gave it a good price because you flipped it quick. Now, if you came back every month and got more, then it would be even better. You know what I mean? Yes, they did get a price less than that. Not too much less. This is the thing. They were saving, like the difference between what I was charging them and what they were getting was $3. $5. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm trying to say. Like, you save $5. You know what I mean? And all that person is giving you is Cmos. Whereas a guy like me, you can call me up and ask me questions. You can, you can keep the shit about like I know what I'm doing when it comes to marketing. You know what I mean? Like, there's almost more value in sitting on a conversation with me for half an hour than it is saving $2. And that's what I'm saying. Like, their mindset believed that, oh, I'm saving money, now I'm making more, like now I can be more competitive. And it's like, no, the only reason why you weren't competitive is because you didn't want to drop your price down low enough to be competitive, because you felt that if I was going to drop my price, then I need to make more money. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, you just need to learn how to sell more, right? Because if you don't increase your sales, even if you drop the price, right? What are you saving? Like these guys, especially when it comes to gel, when you drop the price of $1, it equates to something like 20 cents on your jar. You know what I mean? So like, or not even 20 cents. Let's do the math. So, 16, what is it? 1 ounce makes a 16 jar, so it'd be 16 divided by $1 divided by 16. That's for you. That, yeah. Some people don't do that ratio. So what I'm doing is I'm doing like like the standard sort of thing that I've heard from people is that 1 pound should make anywhere from 15 to 20 jars. But look, even at 16 jars for 1 pound, you saving $1 works out to saving 6.6 cents, 6.25 cents. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so if it's $5, that's 31 cents. You just need to sell a few more jars, and that money that you're saving, you know what I'm saying, is and for that they're breaking the farmer, you know what I mean, to prices lower than they need to be. You know what I mean? And what even furthermore sort of not irks me, but kind of like makes me kind of like say, wow, like whatever, is that most of these guys, and I'm not trying to shit on my, because most of these guys I'm selling to, but let's just be real. Most of them are taking that money that they're getting and they're putting it in their pocket. They're not reinvesting it into their business. They're not reinvesting into customer service. They're not reinvesting into better recipes or better equipment to make more seeds and more gels and make less work for them. They're not doing anything. They're just riding the wave. And in some ways, that's why their business is not really motivated. Like it's not moving up. Mhm. Now, if you went and focused and learned everything you could about marketing, if you took 20% of the sales that you did and dumped them back into ads or into like learning even yourself, training yourself how to write your own ad creatives or how to understand, like most people are selling, they don't even understand Facebook audiences. And you can learn that like watching YouTube. So, you're looking at me saying, "Oh, I can't be competitive because I need everybody's selling it for $2 less than me or whatever. I need to drop." It's like, no, drop your price for $2. Eat that little fucking, you know, uh, sort of like dip in your profit, and you know what I mean. Work on, yeah, sell some more CMOS and work on, huh? That's not bad consistency. No. Yeah, it's bro. No one's complaining about your CMOS, so don't. I told you this already. Don't stop what you're doing. It's working. You're happy. Yeah, some people do. Some people don't. I think there was a guy who did. Sorry, just these beetles all over their landing on me. What's up, CMOS boss? Come in and join the conversation, bro. But what was I gonna say? There's so many people that do it. Like everybody has their own recipe. You know what I mean? I can't remember. There was someone I met. Yeah, but I think someone told me that like they did an experiment where I think they got up to like say 40 ounces, and they were still able to make it gel. Like it still looked almost the same consistency as if you put 20 ounces. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what Khaled's doing. No, no. So, hey, CMOS boss wants to know: did you guys take your CMOS gel today? I didn't do it today. Yeah, I didn't take any today. So that's why I probably feel so tired and down. I'm gonna get my dad to make some for me tomorrow. The traditional way. I actually I wish I yeah, so that's the same as you. 1 ounce is it's like you doing 1 ounce for 16 ounce. You do 32 ounces for 1 ounce. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, man. That's a good ratio, you know. And no one's, everybody's happy. Don't worry. That's good. Yeah, they're getting results. You know, that's right. You can't hate. No hater Asian. Motor City Mossman says, "Get it in, brothers." Yes. Tomorrow for sure. I'm gonna get back on the wagon for the Cmos. Oh, tons of shit, bro. Went scuba diving, went jet skiing, went sailing, um, went to the Sulphur Mud Springs. I rented a car. Huh? What do you mean? Did I get in? Yeah, yeah. I got in and I was all like in the mud and like covered in stuff like that. I even did a short live stream from it. You know? Yes, for sure, bro. I still feel exfoliated. My skin is like super soft. No, they don't let you do that. There's all these people around. Yeah, for sure. But it still gets all on your skin, even though you're in shorts. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if you come down there, right? Let me know. My business partner Ashton, he's got some links. He'll hook it up so you can have like a late, like just before they close when no one's around, and then they'll stay open for you. And you see, that's the thing. I don't know. It might be an issue, like with your. Nah, I don't know. I wouldn't pee in it because if some were to like go back up, you know what I mean? It's really fine, silty shit, you know. So I always think about that when I'm in the ocean and I go to pee. I'm like, I hope some like organisms are not gonna fucking snake its way up my shit, you know? Yeah, no bad questions at all. Yeah, for real. Mhm. But yeah, it was a good time. The only thing I wish I'd done was done zip line. That's the only thing I didn't do that I wanted to do. Zip line was good. You know what I mean? But the sailing was nice. And when I did scuba, I don't know if you guys heard me earlier, but I think I found Converse Christmas in St. Lucia. Yeah, man. When I saw these videos, I was like, what? For real? Holy shit. And I got real close up and shaked it and stuff like. But what it did look like, it didn't look healthy. It was almost like it was growing there, but didn't have enough nutrients to like fully mature. Yeah. So that would be something for all these like naysayers that are like, oh, only the cold Atlantic waters are good enough for the condor. Like, no, no, bullshit. I found it here, found it there. There's a lot. Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of shit that probably goes on, but we just haven't discovered it yet. You know what I mean? So we think it doesn't exist. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So yeah, besides that, I ate a lot of good food and shit, and went to the street party. That was cool. That was a lot of fun. It had roast fish. Actually, yeah, I missed the street party last Friday. I would have loved to go then, but it was all right. I ended up doing something cool anyway, so I had fun doing that. So, yeah, bro. Did I send you that video of all the CMOS received today? Oh, mm. I, you know what? I did send it to you. I'm showing. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, yeah. I bro. Yeah, they get them more work. Sweet, sweet. Well, yeah, in the video you'll see these sacks. They're giant. They're like each sack weighs like 100 pounds. Like some like 130. I think the biggest one we had was like 154 pounds. Yeah, crazy. And now we got to box all that. I think we probably received close to 1,000 pounds like between today and yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna box it all up, and I'm gonna ship it all out. I'm gonna ship some to you. Hopefully, if not this week, next week for sure. That's the thing too. It's just like now it's getting to the point where it's kind of like um, we can't keep up with the demand. Like you know what I mean? Like it's like we don't have enough time to box enough Cmos. We're gonna have to hire some new guys. Yeah, yeah. Have you seen he started a thing called Vegan Fiber? I downloaded it the other day to check it out. It's got some pretty cool recipes and shit. And yeah, it's more like a kind of central hub for recipes and different vegan like food providers, grocery stores. You know, what's up, brand blanding? You're saying hi to everybody. Yeah, so yeah, his wife are really cool. Nice, nice people. All right. Oh, look at that! I can. All right. I didn't realize this. I can change the screen on my computer, and it changes the color and stuff. I get true tone, night tone, and I can change the brightness. Nice. Sorry, I'm just messing with my computer here. Wagwan rookie. No, not on IG. I have a new laptop. Yeah. Well, actually, I got it from my business partner, and so I brought it down here. But I'm using it because I don't have a laptop to use, and I want to bring two laptops, and I couldn't buy two at the same time. But the plan is to buy it, and then I'm going to leave it here so he can use because he doesn't have a computer. But I make life easier if I'm, you know what I mean. You're going to start shipping all the like information electronically because we keep. I guess like a running record of all our orders and like how we box our CMOS. So when you bring in your CMOS, say like it's 1,000 pounds or whatever, I will put them in the boxes and I'll number them, and then I'll put those boxes under you, so I can open almost any box and know which farmer it came from. Yeah. What do I see with you? I see your face. Uh, Pretty much. I think like you're like a little bit lower now on the page, but like you look almost kind of like me. You're just more like in the quadrant like this. Yeah, yeah. Because what and happens when we're doing the whatchamacallit, the Instagram will crop your image out so that your face is not the same. Like it's, you know what I mean? The image is sort of smaller. Yeah. I can see your track lighting. I can see your aquarium. I can see your desk. I can see like half of your face on the bookshelf. Yeah. Yeah, now I can see almost all your face. So pretty much what you see is what I see. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's why you guys spend more time doing this and talking. But you remember I told you before, like if you want, don't even show your face. Show just like the Cmos and shit. Yeah. Like I think would be totally cool for you to like get how do you say it? Get all the CMOS and then just bring it out, even just hold it with your hands or whatever, and tell the story and be like, well, see this one here I got from so and so. I bought this over a month ago, and I, you know, and if, especially if you tried it, then you give your experiences. Because even now, like when you do these reviews, right, or you when you get the unboxing, that's more of like an unboxing than a review, right? You can always like after your unboxing follow up with a review on the CMOS, and you could even like take those ads, those unboxing videos, and put them on YouTube with like in with the words unboxing in the title. You know what I mean? So that people searching for unboxing stuff will come across you and be like, "Oh, what's CMOS? Oh, I want to learn more about this." You know what I mean? Yeah. What did I eat today? That's a good question. I ate garbage today. I was traveling from the hotel, so we had to eat fast food. So I had, I don't know what I had this morning. I think I had some leftover like food from the night before, and then we had Kentucky Fried Chicken, and then I had half of a tuna wrap that my partner's wife made, which was really good. So that's what I ate. But I think tomorrow I'm gonna eat some fish. Cause yeah, or make like a fish soup. My dad makes fish soup a lot. Yeah, rice is good. You know what I mean? All the different vegetables and stuff like that, seasonings. Yeah, man. When are you gonna come down here for a trip? No. Colony, U.S. territory or whatever. No, it's independent, and before that, it was British ruled. Yeah, yeah, for sure, definitely. Everywhere you need to go nowadays, you need a passport, man. Maybe not the U.S. territories, but maybe. I don't know. But I assume that you like places like Canada. Before you didn't need a passport to go to the states. Now you do. You know. I think it's just a standard form of ID nowadays. Everybody has it. Mm. Eric, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna run and do something quickly. I'm back. Sorry about that. I was just craving like chocolate. So I was like, let me run to the freezer and grab this because I knew I had this snack from earlier that I didn't eat. Basically, what is that? Chocolate wafer cream. Yeah, terrible to eat for you. By the way. Oh, that's it. I'll just double up on my Cmos. That's funny. Everybody's like, "Oh, I'll just drink heavy tonight, and I'll just, take twice the Cmos. It'll be good."
Did you have any beer?
Yes, I drink lots of beer. I'm an alcoholic. I'm kidding. I'm not an alcoholic. But I always say that to people so that they leave me alone and they don't bother me on how I drink. Sorry. You can't help, but like when a car goes by, you got to look and see who it is and who's in the car and stuff and where is it going. Because where I live, it's like, imagine you live on a dead end street and you see a car that's coming down the street and they don't belong. They don't live on your street. You know what I mean?
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like, who are you? But where we are, it's like it's a long road, like from the third last house on the street, and then it's a long road to a lighthouse. So I think a lot of guys bring their chicks up here because it's like you can see the whole town, and it's got the lights. It's like going to the airport and watching planes land. So,
Wow. That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm eating some chocolate here before it melts.
Well, I'm still thinking about that laugh, man.
That what?
I'm still thinking about that laugh.
But here's the thing. The question is, how long will it take you to do that? Because if it takes you a whole year to sell that many jars, you're almost not, you know what I mean? You're not going to, like, it's not going to feel like you are making that much. Because you'll spend 90% of it by the time you get to the end.
Yeah, that's true.
The best money is always like fast cash. That's how you make, like you want to sometimes build sales up slowly and consistently, but you also want to look at those quick flips because those are usually the ones that help you sort of level up and increase your profit. But start strategizing. You know what I mean? Find some people where it's like, look, what do I need to do to get you to sell 100 jars, every week? Because what was the numbers again? It was shit.
I'm pulling up my calculator now.
So you're doing what was 3,200 jars. That's it. 3,200 jars, right? And so if you found, say, maybe 20 wholesalers, they would have to sell 160 jars. And so the question is, how long would it take them to sell 160 jars? Or you go to them, what would it do? What would it need? What would you need to do to sell that? Because if you get 20 people to sell 160 jars, which that's really like, say, even on a 20 week, that's 8 jars a day for 20 days. So you really need to find 20 people or even 20 wholesalers that are willing to take 160 jars from you every month. And so 160 jars times 20, that's 3,200. Yeah, man. Even if you did 15 a jar, so that's 160 times 15. That's 2,400 that they would need to put out. And then you do, I would even tell them sell it for 30, double their money. Buy it for 15, sell it for 30. You know what I mean? But even like, you know, if they put $10 on it and they sold the 160, then that would be $1,600 on their profit.
And a lot of the times the barbershops is real easy because they're able to have time to have conversations,
Mm-hmm.
and then also able to just, selling it without effort, because people coming in.
Yeah. I would even like, okay, see, we gave the numbers for 20. I would try to shoot for 60 jars at sorry, no, say, so instead of doing 20 people, you get 40 people to do 160 jars. Because not every, like, even though you got 20 people doing it, they're not always going to do 160 jars every month. So you're going to be kind of struggling. So if you aim for 40 and get that many, even if some of them did half one month, you're still killing it. Now the next step is you got to factor in how much time is it going to take you to make 3,200 jars. Because if each jar took you 3 minutes to make times 3,200, that's 96 divided by 60. That's 160 hours that you're going to have to spend. And if that's, say, even say you did it 6 hours a day, it would take you 26 days to make all that. So in order to make that, which is not bad, right? But in order to make that 64,000, you have to commit to working almost every day, 6 hours a day, making the gel. Or you have to find someone that you can pay, say, maybe $4,000 or $3,000 and say, this is your full-time job. All you do is make gels 8 hours a day, every day. Yeah. But it's interesting how you break down the numbers and you see how sort of like, not to say easily obtainable, but how it can be possible. You know what I mean? Yeah. Listen, it's not like it's impossible. Look, Transformation Factory's doing like, I think they're way beyond a $500,000 a month now. You know what I mean?
It's a really good business, man.
Yeah, but this is the thing. This is like this anomalous any business. I could show you the same kind of ways to make money selling cars. Do you know what I mean? What it comes down to is you just like believing in your business and taking the risk and going for it. And then putting all the work and the effort.
But is the money similar in the dry? Distribution of the dry the way you do?
Well, I wouldn't know for sure. No, the margins are not nowhere near the same as the dried. But here's the thing, I probably make more money than some people selling gel. So this is where I come back to my point where it doesn't matter how much you're making off the item, but how much items you're selling and how much time. That's where the real money is. Do you know what I mean? Because some people are stuck in their heads that they need to make this amount of money every time. But I've been in situations where I've dropped it where, I dropped it by 30%, but I quadrupled the amount of sales. Do you know what I mean? So my profit increased maybe twice. It didn't increase three times, but fuck, twice is better. Sometimes it's easier to drop the price and get twice your profit than it is to keep the price as it is and struggle to make three times.
That's true.
And so that's where they get caught up on this price and this, you know what I mean? It really, I feel it comes down to how much energy are you willing to put into this business? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people aren't putting in a lot of energy.
That's crazy.
So actually, it says, is that a bird or a cricket noise? That is probably the tree frogs. And then he's gonna call me tomorrow about dry sea moss. So yeah, man, give me a call. Oh, Caleb, I think we lost him. Maybe he dropped out or something. Let's see if he comes back. If anybody else wants to join in the conversation, or if you have questions about the marketing or advertising, you know what I mean? I actually had a really nice discussion with a friend of mine recently where we really discussed a lot about marketing and marketing ideas. And, he really gave me insight to like how a lot of people are leaving a lot of money on the table just by not, creating um, systems in which that allows them to increase their profits and just create more better and tighter relationships with their customers. Like I know for sure now that I'm not spending enough time connecting with my buyers as I should be or could be. So a bond says 005. How do you advertise your CMOS? So I do a number of things advertising. I I mostly advertise now using Google AdWords and Facebook ads. I do a little bit of TikTok here and there. I do a lot of these live streams. They're very helpful. I think just for raising your profile and stuff. But even these, I'm not using them as much as I could be. I should be like downloading these clips and sort of like calculating all the best parts, or isolating certain parts of the conversation that people will find interesting, especially for um, like if you're in the business trying to sell more CMOS. And I think that's maybe one thing I need to do is sort of like go through all my lives, edit certain parts out where I'm saying profound things, and then put them in an area where um, everybody that's trying to get ahead in CMOS could, you know, take advantage of that information. Maybe I'll do it with Ricky. I think the best way to do it probably would be um, in the CMOS directory. Create like a almost like research more or something like that. Definitely, I think would help to hide traffic or drive traffic. That's what I meant to say. But and then also, what happens is that you know the sales. Not to say the sales come easy, but I don't have to spend a lot of advertising because when people come to the website, there's a lot of information and social proof that allows them to, you know, make a decision on whether or not they could trust buying from my company, Cmos, which I'm going to actually take a quick look. I'm curious to see how many reviews we have now because last time I checked, it was like a couple hundred. So I wonder how much we have now. 319. You know, and that's another thing I should be doing is actually reading these reviews to people because some of them are good. Some really good, real reviews. hmm So I hope that answers your question on how I sell my CMOS. Just dropped something. What is it? There's something on there. Go back to my live stream. Is newspaper or print media still relevant? That's a good question. I think depending on where the target market is and how you spend it, yeah, I think it can be relevant. I think that you can, if the copy is done right and it's targeted in such an area, you know what I mean. I think that print, you know what I mean, shouldn't be bad. One of the things I think people should do that they like, I don't know. Here's what I would do if I was in a space where I'm selling gel. Even now, I'm thinking maybe I should do this to sell just the raw CMOS. But I would print up a bunch of flyers, like some like 4x6 inch size, and even if you can design it where you can have a coupon that you tear off with a code, all right? And then you take these and you flyer them at all gyms and all like health centers and all like areas where people that would like a vegan restaurant, you know plaster the parking lot of that place. Any place where you see people that you think are going to be interested in CMOS, you put these flyers on their car and see what happens. I think that people, especially if there's a coupon on it and they're looking for CMOS and they don't know where to get CMOS, and all of a sudden, like ta-da, this flyer lands on their car, and it's such a low cost way to really um, target a lot of people. You know what I mean? And I think in this day and age, especially with all the sort of publicity or talk there has been about CMOS on mainstream medias and TV shows, that people are already like questioning about it. They just haven't had someone that pulled them aside and is like, "Psst, I know where I can get the good stuff. I got the St.Lucian premium CMOS. Let me show you, you know, what you've been missing." That'd be cool. I don't know if I should do a live stream tomorrow morning for the sunrise. Although I haven't seen the sunrise in so long, I feel like I gotta do it. Only right. Um, I think the best marketing is to do face to face. If you really want to make an impact, you really want to maximize your dollar. You need to have, be in an environment where you can, easily describe and articulate the product. Yeah. So Sneak One says, I do that at all gyms and wellness centers. Exactly. Do that, and I would even like, um, whatchamacallit, I would set something up with a gym where you just come in and play like Costco and just give out free samples. Don't even like say, I guess you have the stuff off for sale, but don't push the sale. Just get them to try it. Just be like, here, try this. Let me know what you think. You know? I think that would like be a way to really get because once people try it, they get hooked on it. They like the stuff. And so I think it's beneficial, or like, you know what I mean, like you can stand to make more money if you just got a lot of people trying it and creating like a little bit of a buzz. Yeah. So nice and breezy here. I almost feel like sleeping outside because it's cooler in here than it is inside the house. The sample is the hook. That's true. Actually, that's what you can do is put like a flyer to say, here, have a free sample. Or we're going to be here on such and such a day giving out free samples, you know? So XLED said, I transformed. I'm not sure what you mean by transformed, but I'm always transforming from one energy to the next, you know? Never stayed the same way for too long. Sorry, I got a little thinking and just daydreaming. St. Lucia. Oh, I love it here. Sometimes you just gotta kind of listen to the frogs, hear the breeze, and just close your eyes. And it's so quiet here too. You know, so quiet. I wonder if Khaled's coming back, or did we lose him? Maybe I think his phone probably died. But I'm glad that he came on because he wants to do more of these live streams for his community and keep in touch with them and stuff. And so I'm encouraging him to pursue his desires, you know. And wow, can you imagine if he set his business up so he can make that 64,000 in a month? You know, that would be awesome. It's definitely doable. But then too, you also got to think of all the materials, like 3,200 jars. You know, it's a lot of jars. Even that alone, I wonder how many pallets that works out to. The wind's starting to pick up. I think it's gonna rain a lot tomorrow. It's funny, just as my family leaves, then a tropical storm shows up. It's like they're so lucky they got out of it. Yes. I'm excited to get into the water soon. Hopefully, the weather won't stay too long because they're saying that it's going to be something like 20 or 15 feet swells, which is pretty high waves, you know. Yeah, and then I'm definitely going to do some videos of Cmos and stuff while I'm. What time is it? It's only 11 o'clock. Jeez, I thought it was like later. Do you see that? I think there's like lightning in the background. You can see. Hopefully, it doesn't start raining. But it does look like there's some cloud cover because I can't see any of the stars out. And usually you can see like a couple stars, one or two. There's a zero. Stars black night. Thank you, Sneak One. I will do my best to enjoy it for sure. I just know the time's gonna what's it called? It's gonna fly by. Like before I know it, it'll be like I'm getting ready to leave, and I won't want to leave. I'll probably try to, you know, fake an injury or something. I can't leave. My leg's broken. Like, I'll be like, sure it is. You know. Yeah. So, thinking what I should talk about soon. Um, got a drone down here, but you know what sucks? I gotta test it for sure. But I think because of where we are in the region in St. Lucia, it's like maybe I should look that up. But it's like um, you can't fly. Like it's like this is like an enhanced zone, and so I have to figure out a way to unlock, or I think we might have to take some kind of training so we can unlock the camera or unlock the drone so we can fly it in this like restricted area. Let me Google that. How to unlock DJI drone in no fly zone. No, maybe it is. Oh no, it's unlocked the authorization zone. Wait. I'll watch some of this stuff later. For sure. I'll watch it later. I bet you it's something where it's like so easy to do and just no one bothered to figure it out. Oh, something's wrong with Google. So warning zones, enhanced warning zones, restriction zones, and authorization. So our customer like you can apply. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to do some quick research here because I have a feeling I can fly this in the zone. I just have to run some software. Note that live unlocking only works when you have an active engine. The one exception is if you're flying with a mattress. Mattress running the latest firmware. While restriction zones and altitude zones require custom unlock, blue authorization zones can be unlocked live in the field. Oh, look at that. Well, this is good news. I'm glad I looked this up. I wish I'd looked it up earlier. Um, if you're planning for information, then you'll need to request custom. What would be restrained, restricted? Yeah, I think can make it work. I have to probably spend some time testing my drone. Maybe I'll even do that a little bit before I go to bed tonight. because it looks like I just need to apply for something, and I don't need to, you know. Oh, so there's an account on DJI FlySafe. Let me see that. I think that's my issue right now. Unlock a zone. Let's see here. My account. Password and open. Personal account. Let's check my country. Will they do this? Will they let me do this? Let's see. St. Lucia. Next step. Last name, Julien. First name, one. Other. Submit. Get the code. Verification code sent. Let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to check this. No code yet. Let's see when they're going to send the code. 647-628-9736. So, in case anybody's wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm learning how to do the fly safe technology for my drone. And if it works, I'm probably going to take out my drone tomorrow morning. And I even think I can do like a live stream connection with it. Like I can connect it to my phone and live stream with it. So that would be curious to do. That would be like pretty interesting, you know? Let's see. Get the code. Verification code sent. I haven't got a code yet. So, hey, in the meantime, if anybody has any questions about Cmos or wants to, I don't know, talk about Cmos business and stuff, like, feel free to just put the question out there and let me know. I'm always happy to answer these questions, and usually the questions lead on to other questions, and I end up rambling on. I don't know why I'm not getting a code for this DJI thing. Maybe it's where I'm located. Oh, now I know what it is. Give me 1 second here. I think I solved the problem. I think that is that I think if I have my Wi-Fi on, I don't get certain text messages because it's not on. I'm not on the proper network or something like that for them to send me the code. I don't know. I've got another code, so I'm not too sure. It's just theory because that's the only thing I can see that's different. But I would really like to. I'm just gonna make up a code. 4. 2, 4. No, not the right code. I'm back. Which really sucks. 647 628. Wonder why the number's not showing up. Something's probably glitching with DJI. It's probably some shit website. Is what it is. Just trying to think, what else did I do today that I haven't mentioned before that was cool? Honestly, I didn't do too much in the trip so far. A lot of it I just slept a lot, sat around the cot, the hotel, you know what I mean? Drank a lot of beer, ate a lot of food. I think some of the best parts was when I rented the car and I got to drive around a lot of the different countries sightseeing with my family as we go to these different places and stuff. You know, going to beaches and stuff. And that's funny. See, so you heard that noise. That what's interesting is it sounded like a bird, but there's nothing where the sound came from. It's like there's nothing. I think it might be a cricket or something. Like it's so tiny I can't see it. But yeah. So I think this week I'm going to be doing a lot of filming in the farms, and as long as the weather cooperates, and the drying areas, I've lined up a couple of Cmos farmers to interview and stuff like that, and so should be pretty cool to create some nice content of people that are in the lifestyle and how they do and stuff like that. You know, really push this CMOS life brand to give everybody the inside view of what's going on in CMOS. Should be pretty cool. I haven't checked out in a while, and I should get back on it. I'm gonna start working on it. It's my Calavio. For those who aren't familiar with Calavio is this app that you use to manage your customer relations and and you just sent an email. Yeah, and they put out different campaigns and stuff like that to get people, um, engaged with what you're doing. And so, that's something I really need to start working more on is creating more opportunities for people to want to buy their CMOS. Where's Calavio? That's the end here. At the 6-digit code. Don't ask for this device again. What is it called? What called? Oh, the app that I'm using, it's called Calavio. And actually, it's got a new dashboard. I haven't used it in a while.
Meet the Overview Dashboard, Klaviyo's newest feature to join our suite of data tools.
Okay.
This dashboard is now available in your Analytics section. It brings together a collection of customizable multi-channel data cards that help you to quickly assess your business performance. We will automatically show your key metrics like conversions, campaign and flow performance, email deliverability stats, and your top and bottom benchmarks. You can also choose from any of the optional pre-built cards to quickly drop in a new way to visualize your data. See additional insights around conversions by channel, where customers are dropping off in their journeys with your brand, SMS deliverability stats, and flow volumes. You can also choose to tailor your dashboard view by adjusting cards themselves or by creating multiple separate dashboards. Ready to start understanding and optimizing your business metrics? Head to the Analytics section to find the new dashboard.
Cool. Should check this new dashboard out. So where would this be? Performance. The last 30 days. It's actually not bad. I'm just looking at my analytics for Klaviyo. So in the last 90 days, my abandoned cart flow has caused $7,224 worth of sales. And my customer thank you series brings in $7,015 worth of sales. But then my welcome series is like $244. Like what? That's interesting. So I ran a campaign called "Buy Two Get Three, Get the Third Item is Back," and I did it in March, and then I ran a follow up campaign in the like in May 27th, and then 3 days later I did another follow up where I sent the email to those that never opened the original all the other emails that I had before. Hmm. Demographics, these metrics are not bad. Let's see what the overview dashboard says. Year to date. I need way more. See, I don't think I'm really maximizing the amount of returns on these ads, or not the ads on these emails that I'm sending. Yeah, sorry about that. Got a little distracted there. But nonetheless, I think it's a good product for people to use and try, which is called Klaviyo, Klaviyo, I think. Oh, sorry, Klaviyo, Klaviyo, and they also do SMS with that. And I think that's something I really sort of have to figure out and sort of create a strategy on is my SMS, you know. And I got to look at this, and it looks like I've been getting messages from people on my SMS, and I don't think I've been getting these directly. They look like they haven't been answered, although some of them do. Maybe I do, and I don't realize I'm messaging them. But like I said, I gotta do more with this SMS because I see the money, and you know, I mean, being able to market your product directly through a text as opposed to an email. Not everybody reads the emails, but they definitely will check your text messages. So I think that's something. Ooh, bug came and got me. Hope it didn't land. These shit, they love to fly and get into your ear, man. Actually, hang on. I feel like it landed in my shirt. I'm a little curious too because that car went down the street and hasn't turned back. We got to keep the eye on the neighborhood, you know. It's probably parked off somewhere, but you know, I don't know. Me, I'm just like that. If someone's in the area and I know they're not supposed to be there, I'm wondering, like I'm watching for them to see when they're leaving. You know, although it's still pretty early. It'd be different. It was like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. It's kind of like, why would he come all the way out here? You know what I mean? Up to the top of this street. Yeah. So I think that's one of the things I'm going to be working on this week. Calavio. Um, Probably going to work more on my audience. Definitely going to be killing it with the content. So that's something I'm going to, and I even need to go through all the content that I already have. Never mind the content that I'm going to produce, you know. Some of my metrics really need real work. Keep the content coming, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And sorry, I got a little just like I'm reading these stats and stuff like that to see like what is this here? I'm looking at year to date, I think. Year to date, I had over 2,576 people land into um, the abandoned cart flow. From there, we delivered 2,501 messages. Out of those messages, only 35% opened them. And then out of those 35, I think 8% clicked. We had like 209 people on the site, or unique clicks, and 74 people active on the site. But it doesn't tell me how much revenue it is. Shame. So, Sneak One says, I've learned a lot tapping into your lives. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I have one friend that, like, he's so crazy. He calls me the Oracle. And, you know, I don't know. It's flattering, but it's just crazy to think that, like, you're the Cmos Oracle with all this information on Cmos, you know. And that's actually another thing, too. I'm going to read a lot of books. You know, Yusuf hooked me up with a lot of these PDFs on different CMOSs. So I want to sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to do some more research. I read up on these different books that I have. What's up, Moss Boss 2020? Just there for a second. But yeah, I think I'm gonna maybe do another 15 minutes, 20 minutes of this, and might call it at night because I am sort of drifting a little. I want to get up early. Definitely gonna do a morning live stream, morning sunset with Julien. It'll be like the reunite, the 2 year reunion. So it's called PDF Drive. That's the site we were talking about a long time ago. And give me 1 second. I'm gonna be back 1 second. Sorry. I'm back. Sorry, I had to get some snacks. Let me get back to my restream calendar. I haven't had this Chex Mix in a while. I don't even know if they sell this anymore in Canada. But it's big in St. Lucia. I actually remember as a kid making like the Chex Mix with the different stuff from the cereal. Mm-hmm. Actually, you should have grabbed something to drink while it was up, but I don't know. I was gone so long, I didn't want to keep everybody, you know, in suspense, wondering when I was going to return. But yeah, I can't wait to do some more diving into Klaviyo, learn more about the site. I think I need to also figure out what do I need to know on the site, like, you know, how many people are converting, or, you know, who's my biggest customer, you know. I got to think about different types of people I want to reward and why, or like, you know, like, say for instance, maybe I want to do a special for everybody that's ordered full spectrum in the last 6 months, or someone who hasn't ordered full spectrum in this much time, or who's never tried full spectrum. You know what I mean? Like, I could take your look and say, oh, this guy's never ordered full spectrum. send them an email talking about why they might like full spectrum, or if there's someone that is that takes full spectrum all the time, or a high percentage of their orders are full spectrum, you might want to send them an email or a video describing about the benefits of full spectrum, and if they want to know more, they can inquire or whatever. Yeah, I think these are really good ways to engage with your previous buyers and try and get them into buying more, because that's really the strategy. You don't want to look for new business if you don't have to. All of your current business has been paid for. I mean, sometimes what you got to look at the big picture when you're spending money on advertising. Sometimes you can spend enough money. I mean, you can spend more money than you're making from that person. But if you can be assured that that person's going to be a repeat buyer, then, all future sales after that initial sale is almost all profit, because you're not spending any money to acquire that customer. You can waste a lot of money trying to acquire someone, especially if they don't convert, and you spent this money trying to impress them or trying to get them on board with whatever you want to do. These are starting to become addictive. Mr. Telephone Man. I really don't spend money on advertising, but you should. Yes, you should. But I think before you spend money on the advertising, what you need to do is understand how to market the advertising, or how to advertise, right? How to run the advertising in different platforms, but also being able to define who your target market is and why. Why are you spreading ads to this person? What is this person like? What are their trigger points and stuff? And so you get that, and you use that kind of data to build a custom audience of people that are similar to your target market. That's where you kind of run ads to, and then running ads to them like that will help you maximize your return on how much you're spending. I hope that answers the question without being too rambled. Just ramble. When I actually looked at a property today, I didn't go inside, which I should have looked around and seen it. Just looked at the outside. Seen a place that I might like to purchase for a possible warehouse. This area called Laroche's. Only problem is they want too much money for it. I'm going to go back to the bank and tell them that I'm putting an offer in for really lowball them and see what they do. Instagram is a really good platform to market on. You don't really need to advertise so much as you need to put the time to reach the people that would be potentially interested in your product. I think one needs to incorporate a lot of different strategies, including ones that are free strategies. You know what I mean? Ones that are don't cost any money.
like setting up a stand outside of a gym and giving out free samples. You know what I mean? If you set it up far enough, you probably don't even need the permission of the gym. And you can have a cooler and a little square tent or something, and with some sign, you know, say try my Cmos, or have you heard of Cmos, or even got Cmos, you know, and then you play some music, and you know, maybe on the microphone, and be like, yeah, this is 92 minerals. I'm kidding, but realistically, you know, you can do something like that in the parking lot, and you know, you would get a lot of attention, a lot of notice, and that could work out into sales. Mhm. So yeah, you're in Philly. Oh, I have like most of my not most of my buyers, but I have a lot of buyers in Philly. You know, it's probably one of the most densely areas for CMOS besides Atlanta and the States. You know, yes, just having a quality product is important. You know what I mean? But you know, if you have the right supplier and they know what they're getting, you know what I mean, you'll always be sure of getting good quality product. You know, and if you get it good enough, the stuff just sells itself. You know, you just got to show a picture. One person smelling it. You know, a person just has to smell it one time, and they're just like, what is this? You know, and then you got them hooked. What's up, Yusef? Good to see you there. I'm gonna invite all of you guys to talk because it's boring when I talk by myself. You know, it's not the same. I find the best conversations is when people are participating. I gotta stop snacking on this stuff, or I'm gonna start getting sick, like a bellyache. Not good. I think I gotta shave too much. It's starting to tickle my nose hairs here. Mm. Yusuf's unable to join. That's unfortunate. Probably driving. Oh, I didn't see you there, bro. Hello? Yo. What's up, Yusuf? Cool, cool. You didn't want to come on the live stream?
Nah.
It's late at night.
Yeah, I was just coming on and say what's up, but I was about to go to sleep because I gotta get up and deliver early tomorrow.
Oh, that
I'm
work.
not that far, but I have to deliver at this place called Public tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
at their warehouse.
What state are you in today?
I'm in Florida right now.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Not bad. That's cool. Yeah, I gotta. I want to get up early too. I don't want to stay up too late. as much as it's tempting. I'm thinking I'm gonna kind of shut it down maybe 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock.
What time is it over there right now?
It's 11:39
Okay, well, you still in
Eastern time zone.
St. Lucian?
Yeah, I'm still in St. Lucia. I'm at my dad's house now.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first 2 weeks I was on a resort called Windjammer.
Yeah, when y'all was in the little mud bath.
Yeah, well, that was at the Sulphur Springs. That wasn't at the hotel.
Okay.
That we rented a car and we drove like an hour south to where the volcano is. And they have a volcano that is like an active volcano, and they have a road that drives right through it.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be comfortable.
But when you go in this hot bath, it's friggin' awesome, bro. Like amazing, like my back and everything. I have to actually go back there again because, like my back was in pain a lot more than it is now, but it still needs like.
Hold on.
All right. Yeah, I'll put us on pause there. I got a phone call. It is what it is. But I'm regretting bringing out those snacks because now I can't stop eating them. Not good. Not good at all. Because if I keep eating two more, I'm gonna get a bellyache. Well, let's see if Yusuf comes back and I can share with him all the stuff I did on my trip, all the highlights. Yeah. The strike party was really good. That's one thing I missed. I'd like to see if we can go back up there again next Friday. But when I think about it too, it's a long time to go there just for some roast fish. I should get some fish down here and marinate it the same way. Make it myself. Make my own roasted fish. Trying to see if there's any questions. No one wants any questions on Cmos. Well, hey, what's up, Nita Rogers? I'm here, and I am live in St. Lucia. Wondering though if I should do my live stream from the multiple platforms or if I should just do it with Instagram. I'm thinking I'm just gonna do it with Instagram because it's easier. I can put this tripod out and stuff and just leave it to good to go. Whereas the other one, I'd have to bring another table to bring my laptop on, or Ashton's laptop. It's not my laptop anymore. I gotta give it up when I leave. See that again? It's like, is this thing hiding out somewhere? You think it's a bird. I think it's some kind of cricket. Sorry. Kind of just drifted off there for a second. Oh. Because it's like, fuck.
being up here is so peaceful and so relaxing. I could just like close my eyes and literally like fall asleep here. You know what I mean? Like it's just the breeze and everything and the water. Hearing the water like it's very therapeutic. Like very, very, very therapeutic. And so I have a habit that I'll get on a thought and I'll just close my eyes and just daydream and then be like, wait a minute, I'm doing a live stream. But what do you expect? It's like almost 12 o'clock. Replying to Facebook user. You might need to go on it where he's live. Maybe is someone making comments and I can't see them? I'm not sure, but I'm live both on IG and Facebook. Maybe I can't see that person's comments for whatever reason. Oh, Aquarius, you were asking questions on Facebook? I must have not been seeing them for some reason. I'm trying to look now to see. So Aquarius says some of maybe my associates and I was speaking, and we wanted to know exactly what type of Cmos is there in St. Lucia. So the exact Cmos in St. Lucia is the I was going to say Conjurer's Crispus, but it's not. It's Garcilaria and Euchidema cottentini. Those are the main. Oh, and Euchidema cottentini can also be named as Capiciva avaraz. And so those are the two main Cmosses that we have. But it's very easy to even crossbreed these and mix these two species together, and they will grow into a newer species. I've seen evidence of farmers doing that, putting it to grow next to each other, and then blending like a piece of green Cmos and a piece of gold Cmos. As it's developing in the water, and then it turns into a different species, where it's like part green, part gold. I don't even need no way for us to relive the experiment and just plant it now and show it a few weeks later. What happened there? I was like logged out of Instagram. Interesting. From my number. I hope my account didn't get hacked again. That would really, really, really suck.
20871. What happened here? Okay, let me see if I can go back live. That was strange. Like something happened and it like literally booted me off Instagram. I thought I got scared for a second. I thought that my account got hacked. I was like, no. But I'm here. I'm alive still. Mhm. And so yeah, the getting back to it, those are the two species. Um, Euchaetum cottonini and Capaciva aberrans. And I have to stop eating these snacks. I'm gonna take like one more handful. What's up, COVID? I'm in St. Lucia. It's a vibe. Clear all. I don't know how I get these. What are these things? My IG is St. Lucian Cmos at St. Lucian Cmos. No problem, G. Mm, no problem. Just thought maybe it'd be cool if you could have gotten live. We'd have asked a lot of questions. I wanted to see how your group's been doing with the Cmos lemonade. Mm. I think one of the smartest things you did was form that group and add it as a way to provide support to your customer base, even by making it private, where you have to pay to get into that group. It adds like an exclusive group. Exactly. So many ideas are being shared because so many people are like-minded in the group, and that's one of the best things you did was by um, making it almost like exclusive in the sense that you have to pay $50 or $100 to get this recipe. Then those people that are the type of people that are going to buy into that, they're the people that are going to be in the group, and you almost have a controlled culture. Do you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's like-minded. One of the negative things I would say about the group I have, the CMOS buyers group, is that there is no control over who joins the group. And so you're going to get a lot of dickheads joining the group, and they do their dickhead things, and it just is counterproductive to the whole group and the environment. And so, if there was one thing going back that I could do, it would probably be to create more of a club that was only meant for people that were serious about buying CMOS, and they had to say maybe be vetted or something like that. But then I don't know. It's the club I'm running is a lot different than what you're running. Well, I think maybe I need to develop a new one. Do you know what I mean? Like develop a club that's for St. Lucian CMOS buyers, and sort of like maybe I need to do that. Put in like an exclusive buyers club, and a VIP buyers club. What's up, Rio? And then have it so that you kind of like you're kind of invited into the group, so that I know that you're going to
have the proper mindset, and then we start learning more about selling. You know, what's going on, Ariel? How you been? You're muted. I don't know if you're trying to talk or not. But that's what it is. Yeah, no, I think like I said, the group you did was great. I think, it controls the culture. You guys are making money. You know what I mean? I hope you're working on doing the videos, because I think that would be a great addition to it that adds more value. You got to like start looking at yourself and saying like, how do I add more value to the product that I'm already selling? You know, how do I, help these guys sell more? Maybe even come up with another tier of recipes, or even just give out free recipes, but only give out the recipes on the club, in your group, so that they have to be engaged in the group, or even just looking at the group to be able to know that, you know, there's more recipes available there, you know, and then that can, I don't know, one thing that came to my mind earlier that I think you do is you got to find a way to be almost not only the person that sells them the drinks, but someone that also supplies them the CMOS. You know what I mean? And so you're kind of like that one-stop shop, right? Here's where you get the labels. Here's where you get the jars. Here's where you get the raw CMOS. This is a special price on it. Here's labels. You get these as a special price because you're a small business and whatnot. Like, I think these would be cool strategies to incorporate it into your business as you, start getting more momentum and getting more reach. Hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
What's good with you? What you doing?
I'm here, man. I'm just chilling in St. Lucia, man. Yeah.
How's it been? How much coconuts you drank?
That's a good question. I drink it in the bottled water, but I think that fills quite a bit of coconuts. But the coconut water here hits different.
I know. I believe you. I believe you. I already know it's straight from the source. Yeah, I was trying to catch your lies, bro, but you've been shooting up some random times.
No,
I would love.
I haven't done any lies for 2 weeks, bro.
Nah, it would say something like early in the morning. Not these ones. It would say like it would be like early in the morning.
Oh, I did a couple of them early in the morning, and then what I did was they were short. Like I was walking somewhere, and I was doing or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, this bad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
But tomorrow I'll probably be getting up early and doing a live in the morning. Like we're talking 5:30 or so, as long as the weather's good. Oh, look at that. G. Allen's drinking some coconut water right now. Mm-hmm. Well, the one of the things I like about the coconut water out here, the fresh stuff, is that it's not like sweet. It's actually really like light and tastes like almost like water.
Right, and it's high. It's like it's super hydrating, right?
Mhm.
Like, man.
For sure. We drink one large bottle of that and you're good.
I could drink probably like, I can't lie to you. I could probably drink like a gallon of coconut water in a day, easy.
Yeah, I could see that, especially in the hot weather and stuff.
So the weather's been nice up there too.
Yeah, weather's been really nice. Really sunny, really humid. There is a storm coming soon. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's been very, very lovely. Very, very, very lovely.
I don't know how did you get away to do this though? That's something.
What do you mean? How did I get away to do it?
Like do the trip.
How you get away to do this? Yeah, do this. What you doing right now? What agreement did you have to sign to do this?
The agreement was that I wasn't going to do it while my family was here.
Oh, they left.
Thank you. Yes, they left. That's how I'm able to do it.
Okay.
It's the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one time I had this like meeting, like it was so funny because it was like I had to like sneak it in. So I had the guy meet me at the resort. And I like at first she didn't realize what was going on, right? She thought I was just talking to someone. But then she could tell like the way I'm moving my hands and we're doing and she was like she just texted me, she's like, is that guy from the resort? You know what I mean? And I didn't know how to answer her. It's like, are you doing business? I thought we agreed, no business. Like, I'm like, bro, I gotta go. You know what I mean? She caught me.
Maybe once in the game, you always in the game, man. Like,
Yeah, it's hard not to, man. Everybody's after me. Like, it's pretty crazy. I'm interesting to see what it's gonna be like when I actually like start going around the Cmos farms or even these communities, if people are going to recognize me or not. Because according to not so much my partner said, but according to a few people, they're like, bro, you're a celebrity. Like a lot of people know who you are and what you've done for Cmos and how you're promoting Cmos and stuff like that. And it's like I know one thing for sure. There was a guy that like showed up in my partner's house and they're like, hey, where's your boss? And that's got to be like some of the most irritating things because I'm not his boss. You know what I mean? I'm his fucking partner. And these guys always say that, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like I don't know. It's just funny because to me, it's like I always keep telling them, like, bro, without you, we wouldn't have this business. So I don't know why they're calling me boss. I ain't the boss. I work for you. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. So anyways, getting the story. So he's like, oh, yeah, where's your boss? Yeah, I hear your boss is on the island. You know what I mean? And at the time, my partner is just like, what the fuck? Like, who? What? Like, you know what I mean? And he doesn't, like, he called me up and was like, did you talk to this guy? Did you know what I mean? How does he know you're on the island? You telling people you're on the island? Why are you telling people you're on the island? You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I didn't even talk to the guy. And so the guy like went in, basically just harassed my partner and was like, oh yeah, where's your boss? You know, I wanna do business. Crazy. I don't even know what the point was of me telling that story, but
no, I understand. Yeah, no, there's back up it.
oh, that you know what it was is that they're the celebrity because the guy had to have been watching me get off the airport and everything. Like, because he knew I was up in Castries. He knew I wasn't, like, you know what I mean? I flew in this day, whatever. The only thing I think of besides that is he was, like, stalking my social media.
That's what I was thinking, stalking.
But I only really did it on, I think it was maybe Instagram. Like, I wasn't really posting, like, where I am and stuff like that. Especially now, like, you know what I mean? I didn't want people coming to the resort where I was.
That's one thing. I mean, I wanted to say that, but I don't like to, because I know you say protect, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like just be mindful of posting your location.
Be mindful what?
Of posting your location, like where you at the moment.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what I'm beginning to learn from talking to certain people, that they're really protective about their whereabouts. I mean, now it's even like I have to be mindful of people that I know, making sure that I don't say that like their business because they're concerned about their security. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not worried about my security. I blend in like fucking. I'm like Homer that walks in the bush.
They call you the white dude. They call you the white man. You don't blend in. I'm sorry, bro.
Honestly, I blend in until I open my mouth and I start talking. The moment I start talking, that's when they know I'm foreign. Yeah.
Oh,
At least when I was there last time. So there was a lot of times where I was there and I would never talk in front of people, especially if I didn't want them to know I was not from there. I wouldn't talk. I just kind of like, yeah.
Let me hear your best St. Lucian accent, bro.
I
Real
can't
quick.
do that. I no way.
Nah, come on.
I just know a few words. Awa, awa, awa. That's what they say. Awa. You know?
Wait.
And they'll be like, I work hard for the money. That's what they say, money. And yeah, some of the things they say. What's up, Canada Banana Farms? That's my buddy Tony. He has a farm growing bananas indoors. Can you believe that? He grows bananas in the middle of winter.
Inside?
Yeah, indoor grow house, and it's not easy. He has like a special like heater, like humidify heater that mimicates the sun, and like all the different tools and stuff. Big hoop house. I think they grow more than just bananas. They do guava, avocados, passion fruits, stuff. Look, he's laughing at me. He says, "A la loud joker." Yes, that is me. I'm on. How do you say it? I'm on vacation time. I'm on island time. That's it. I'm on island time. I'm an island boy.
Island boy.
I'm an island boy. Just trying to make it. You know what? I actually gotta find that song. That's a badass whatchamacallit song. On the Instagram, you know they have that song. Anyways. Yeah. So Canada Banana Farm says, thanks for the shout out. And it's papaya. Yes, I'm jealous. I should actually go and get one of the pawpaws I have here. The fresh pawpaw that my dad probably picked from the backyard. You know? And I have a soursop tree. You know what though? That I gotta do some research into it, but there's actually a disease now that's affecting the soursop tree. And I think it's the cicatoa, the same thing that kills the bananas. It's killing soursops. Crazy, eh? But one of the interesting things that actually I didn't mention it before that has happened here while I've been here is I've met several very, I guess, predominant figures in the island that own a lot of property, and they've all and it's weird, out of nowhere they come in there listen, come look at this land. And I'm like, oh yeah? And he's like, yeah, I got this land, 50 acres, 100 acres, 10 acres, this acres. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, just tell me what you want to do with it. What can you do with it? Can you do something with it? I'm like, what, do you want me to lease it? It's like, well, yeah, if you want to lease it, or, we can work something out, which basically means they'll give you the Cmos, or Cmos, they'll give you the land for free in exchange of sharing on the profits of whatever you make out of it, It's called
That's that honey. That's for that honey. You playing.
I think I'm gonna get that in the bananas and stuff. It's called Trifor Panama disease. Hey Tony, straight up, if you want to come down here, I have guys that are have acres and acres of land that they're willing to sort of I guess put under my control or utilize to use. I'm looking at mainly trying to grow some herbs down here, but also I'm thinking about elderberry, right? Because I found out you can grow elderberry in this region, in this kind of climate. And so if these guys got acres and acres of land, I could just plant a whole bunch of elderberry and they'll fruit within a year. And then I have a drying area, you know what I mean? And that's it. Dried elderberries. Can you imagine you had dried elderberries from St. Lucia?
Hey, make sure we ask about the
okay? So you saw the video from the boat you showed yesterday. Yeah, man. That boat is my buddies that I grew up with from junior high, my friend Matt, who just flew, kind of sailed in because he knew I was going to be here. and it's pretty cool. And we're now talking about working on some branding ideas because he's actually, you know what? You should see if you guys can work together on something because he's really great at the marketing and content creation stuff. And so he's now kind of shifted his gears in his life now where he's worked for all these like major companies like Levi's and shit like that. He's like, I'm going to come out with my own products and my own sort of business. So one of the first companies he's launched is one called Fourth Wonder, and they make this product called dry bags. You ever heard of a dry bag, Rio?
No. It's
So what a dry bag is basically this bag that's designed and built to make sure that everything in the bag stays dry. It's exactly what it is. It's called dry bag. And so these things cost a lot of money because they're, manufactured with usually high-end good materials. So he went out and got a design done and everything, and now he's printing off these bags and selling them online as a business. Pretty crazy, eh?
yeah. What like? Can you give me an example of like what you would do for like a situation where I would need a dry bag? Because I can't
If
think.
you were sailing or windsurfing,
Okay.
you would put all your stuff in a dry bag. If you were diving, you could put your stuff in a dry bag and anchor it. Like basically, the bag can be submerged to the water for like a long period of time, and no water will seep in
Okay.
it. Yeah,
Yeah. That is kind of
yeah, that's why they call
especially.
it dry bag.
But I wanted to tell you, with the elderberries, make sure you ask around about the birds, though, okay?
Make sure I what?
When you ask about the birds, when you grow the elderberry,
Mm-hmm.
it's since St. Lucia's on the island. I'm pretty sure you'll have a whole bunch of birds,
Yeah.
and they'll yeah, they'll tear those elderberries up. That's why I don't think a lot of like the actual fruit, the plants are all over the place over there. The
Uh-huh.
actual berry, the actual berry, I think it's just ask about it,
I
like
will.
inquire about
I'd be curious about it, and I mean, it's definitely possible that what's the word I'm thinking about? You could put something like a bag over it or something like that. You know what I mean? To keep it
it.
from. That's what they do with the bananas. Like as the bananas get closer to being ripe, they will cover the bananas with these blue bags. And it keeps the insects and the birds away from them. You
You've
know.
been doing a lot of walking around.
Mm, yeah, but I haven't recorded enough on my Fitbit or my what is it called? Apple Watch. I need to record more of my working without and walking around every morning. Like, well, not every morning, but a lot of the mornings, I would like where I was staying at the hotel was like up in a hillside, and so I would walk about 25 minutes down a like a pretty steep hill from my unit to where to like the lobby, like where all the amenities and stuff like that. It would take me 20 minutes. It was good exercise. You're like really sweating by the end of it.
Because you sounded tired already.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm dead tired. Pretty dead tired. I'm probably gonna pour myself a little drink. Maybe we'll talk maybe 15, 20 more minutes, and then I'm gone. Gonna get nappy nap so I can get up early, and then I'll do the sunrise. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pour a little bit of prosecco.
you ready, Ricky? God, go ahead.
What'd you say?
Yeah, this man, he about to pour himself a little drink. You feel me? Get nicer. You feel me?
Yeah, I hear him, man. he, li- he living a life right now.
I'm saying, for real, for real. What you doing over there? You whipping up something?
No, I'm actually cleaning up. Like I switched some stuff up in my basement. So this is like the aftermath of me having a great idea.
Hey, how's the freeze drying going, man? I'm gonna just cop some get some just to try it out, the pills, just to see how you do it. How you been?
You know what the funny thing is? I haven't freeze dried anything in a long time. And I'm talking about a real long time. Like I just been doing other stuff. Like I still have freeze dried products, but I don't even advertise the market freeze dried products anymore. To be honest with you. I'm kind of waiting for the game to catch up.
Nah, man, you gotta be the pioneer. Man, what the heck?
It's coming. It's just that they just gotta catch up. They're not even on powder yet.
Yo, yeah, they not.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta get them on powder first, and then once I get them on powder, then I can get them on freeze dry powder. So I'm just kind of like sitting back waiting. I'm not in a rush. I got my machine.
Speaking of freeze dried machines, I'm back. Guess who got their freeze dried machine?
Oh, that's why she was heading back. She's
Yeah.
like, I gotta go home. My freeze dried machine.
Yeah, she was all freaking out too, because she never like cleared or imported anything, right? So she's like, how do I do this? How do I get this done? Yeah. And I'm like, you just call the broker, you know what I mean? And she thought it was more complicated. She started freaking out at me. You always leave these things up to me to figure it out. Just like, yeah, like
that's what I had to do.
yeah, like I'm not here to fucking, you know what I mean, be your in-house genius.
Like this. Like but I think that's our job. Our job is to go through all the hard stuff so they can just come in and just ask.
Oh, exactly.
That's it.
And then get mad when we don't want it. And then as soon as we don't have time, they like, I don't have time. I gotta run my. You get the.
Bro, I'm terrified to come back to my warehouse because I have a feeling she's gonna like rearrange, like it's gonna be like a total new warehouse because I told her she can put the freeze dried machine there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so now she's got to make room. I had to make room. You left everything all disorganized.
Yeah, your junk's about to be reorganized.
Yeah.
She
That's
like
okay.
the whole freeze dry section.
Yeah, you're not gonna know where anything.
No, actually,
it's okay.
But yeah, I can't believe 2 weeks already, man. I survived the first
like
2 weeks.
Does it feel like 2 weeks past?
Yeah, not really. But I noticed this: the business has definitely died. It's like the momentum is not as strong because I'm not there every day pushing it. Do you know what I mean? Like I see like what happens when you're not like putting the pedal to the metal every day and having a high level of commitment.
It's just the crazy thing is that I do that on purpose sometimes, just to see the effect of just not doing anything and how low it can get.
Yeah.
And then putting the pedal to it for a little bit and saying, okay, well, this is how it could get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta watch that. I'm actually just reloading my page. I'm hoping that this guy, I had an order that I placed. No, it doesn't look he did it. You know when you send this like a draft order, it's like I was waiting for this guy to pay it, and they're like, "Oh, I haven't seen the order." So today he messaged me and says, "I found the order." So I'm like, "Oh, perfect. He's gonna pay it, but he hasn't bought it yet." It's like a big order, so I'm like, I need that money. Close the deal. Yeah, Canana Bennett Farms. I've been here 2 weeks already, and so I'm here for another 2 weeks. And then it's back to life,
Yeah, buddy.
But this 2 weeks, actually, I'm really going to
This is the business 2 weeks.
Yes, this is the pedal to the metal 2 weeks. So it's like every day I'm going to be on this computer working, watching videos. I mean, I'll have the free time with no distraction. You mean that's the thing I'm most excited about is I now get to work 6 hours uninterrupted. That's lovely.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. I'm about to. Yeah, I done got caught up. Woo, somewhat. Now, like every time I get caught up, I put on a new project, and so now I'm not caught up anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna work all night, see if I can get this done. So maybe I get it, and maybe a little bit different this week.
Mm-hmm. Have you been doing any marketing lately, or?
I just started doing. I just started running some ads on Google.
Yeah,
which I love.
I'm liking the Google ads.
Yeah, I'm liking the Google ads too. I'm just now starting to create video content, so I'll start using Facebook and like YouTube ads and stuff like that. So
yeah, yes, that's actually the thing I want to get into, and I think that's what I'm going to start working on this week is the YouTube ads, especially that I have the visuals here to take. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah, and I got to figure out. You know, I brought a drone here, and the way it looks at first is that I can't fly this drone anywhere near I need to be because it's so close to the airport that they won't let me.
Oh wow, yeah, I just forgot about that. That is a situation.
Yeah. I think there's a way to unlock it, but I don't know yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to give me some good pictures of St. Lucian too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Need some photo ads.
Yeah, you know what I should have remembered to do, not even just you, with a few other people, is to get them to send me their packaging. And then I would go and put the Cmos in their packaging and take videos. So I had a buyer like ask me that, like just before I was leaving. It was like he literally like overnighted the packaging to me. And when he did it, I was like, you know what? Fuck, I wish I had more time. I would have told more people, like, you know, send me your package. I'll put the Cmos, set up a tripod, you know, take some quick shots, and right at the ocean with the thing, you know. It would have been great.
You know what? I want some videos of some farmers.
There you go.
Like, you know what? Okay, this is the best situation that you can do. I'm gonna tell you the content that you can do is go and ask the farmers questions. Like questions that they would think that are just like, what do you say?
Yeah.
But to us, it's like, no, this is a true question that they ask us. And then see the reaction. Like, it just see.
Like, give me an example.
Like, the Cmos supposed to have salt?
Yes. Okay. I already planned to do that. You know what I mean?
Do you get like questions like that?
Yeah.
Where frequently asked questions.
No, it's
like,
not. Sorry, go ahead.
Question it really doesn't make sense.
It's not even the frequently asked questions, real. It's these questions where it's like, you know, like people believe that Cmos shouldn't have salt on it because of what someone said.
Understood.
And so now you want to go to the experts and ask them that question for them to look at you like you're nuts. Like, what? Of course it has salt. Like, ask my dad that question. He'll cuss you out straight up. What do you mean you asked me about salt? Why did you ask me that stupid question? Of course it has salt. It's in the ocean.
Like outlandish. Understood. Okay.
Where does Cmos get its nutrients from?
The salt's in the water.
Yeah, like these are questions that, you know, because this is the thing is that farmers are farmers. They're not scientists.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not over there trying to look up and trying to Oh yeah, well I read about Cmos getting the nutrients. No, it's like this is what's on the island. Like you ask somebody that's on the island, where to get this? It's it's nutrients from, and they say the rock.
Yeah.
You be like, what? Like who you listen to? And I'm not even trying to be mean or anything, but I'm just being honest. Like who you listen to and say they get it from a rock?
So
Like you know what this is?
yeah. So I talked to a guy who basically trains all the CMOS farmers on CMOS. He's like I guess the biggest authoritative expert on CMOS in St. Lucia. And he told me that where the CMOS gets its minerals from is the runoff from land. So he said when it rains, right, all the rain filters and permeates through the soil, and it collects all the minerals and nutrients from there, and then it opens into the sea. And so he said you want to get your CMOS farms near a large, like a river outlet, but not too close to it, right? And so he says the closer you are to shore, the more nutrients the CMOS is going to absorb. And that the areas you need to look for are areas that are high in seagrass, because that shows that it has a high level of nitrogen, and that you shouldn't plant your CMOS farms anywhere near or close to coral reefs, because he said it's at the coral reefs you won't find CMOS, because the corals have a negative level of nitrogen.
Yeah, like, and that's what I always reading this certain thing, and they were just like looking at red algae and just photosynthesis alone. You start to understand, yes, needs nitrogen. Like, and then not to mention, okay, so a lot of people even talk about even the farming of sea moss and it being and it being like at the top of water, but really, if you know anything about sea moss and you want it to grow, it needs to actually have sunlight.
Yes.
And so it needs to be in water, it needs to have sunlight, it needs to have constant movement. And that's actually you see a lot of these farms operate in that same lightning. So yeah, I I ask myself these questions, and it, you know how you like I want this not to be a miracle situation where it getting its, like, you know me, I'm scouring the internet for the answer of you know how they say, well, it says it gets it from the rock, and you can find it on the internet. Like, I've been searching.
Yes, I've been searching.
And I still haven't found it. And so, like, I want it to be a miracle situation where it's it's the only thing that actually this does it, and like that's even better for us. But I just can't find it.
I know, and there's a lot of debate between minerals, nutrients, and elements. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't think that there's 92 nutrients or elements or whatever. I just think that sounds like a good number.
I think a lot of that is trace minerals. If anything, like you got 92 nutrients and trace minerals, and when you start combining all of them together, you may come up with somewhere around there. But I'm not even sure if that's the case. I'm beyond. I'm not really that scientific to tell you.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So Julien, like this next 2 weeks is gonna be mostly like a whole bunch of content. Like you're just gonna be recording a whole bunch of content.
Say that again.
A whole bunch of content, like for this whilst you're there for the next.
Yeah, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be filming lots of content. I brought a drone, a couple GoPro cameras, and my oh, cool! Wow, like there's like a firefly bug that's trying to get into the house. Oh shit!
want to let him in?
What's crazy is that I swore I saw this bug, like when I was walking, like earlier. I took a walk down the road, and I saw this, like in the grass, these two green eyes looking at me, and now I'm looking at the fucking bug because it hit the wall and it's like hiding out now. I could see the green eyes that I was looking at. That is so crazy. So it's just like kind of like a firefly beetle. Like I can't. I could probably take the Instagram camera and show people, but anyone else. Yes, Banana Farms. Have a good night. They won't be able to see it. Is it? Fly away. Shit, it was just there. I think it's gone. That's creepy too. That it kind of came in, hung out, and now it's scurried off. Watch it like jump down on me or something. You know what I mean? Like it like it's high. It's like a ninja bug or something like that. But it looked fucking evil because it had these like bright neon, like shining bright eye lights. Fuck, it's crazy. A lot of different creatures around here in St. Lucia. Lots of different creatures. But I'm starting to get a little tired.
Oh, let the Pacific kicking in.
Soon. What? Sorry, is the what kicking in?
Drink.
Huh?
Your drink.
Yeah, the drink is kind of kicking in. The spliff is a little kicking in. I mean, the fact that it's almost 1 o'clock is kicking in.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah, it's a trifecta. It's a combination of everything. But I mean, I'm good for another 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna finish the split, and then I'll probably call it quits and stuff.
But that idea, the idea of you, what Ricky was saying, walking around asking the farmers about like those outlandish questions.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's
sorry, go ahead.
No. That's golden right there. I think that's like.
Oh, it's great. I'm gonna start working on like a whole bunch of questions. You know what I mean? Crazy questions. But I'd even like to say to them, like, what do you think the difference is between the purple and the color and stuff like that? It'd be interesting to see what everybody's thoughts is. My belief, and this is what I tell everybody, is like, no one really knows. You know what I mean? Like, you may say this and you may say the purple is that. The only thing I know for a fact is that the purple smells like it smells more and tastes more like the sea compared to the others. So that's honestly that's what I tell my people when they ask me the question, like, what's the difference between the gold and the purple? And then they would be like, well, is the purple better? I don't know if the purple's better, but one would assume that it is based on the way that it's dried compared to the way it's dried for gold. That's probably the most honest answer I can give.
Well, y'all say the full spectrum is where it's at, though, right?
Yeah, some people like the full spectrum. I don't know. I like the gold. You know what I mean? The full spectrum is appealing in the sense that it's milder than the purple, and it has more of a sort of color spectrum. And if the colors do in fact represent the types of phytonutrients in it, then you can't go wrong with Cmos. So
I still want you to go to Kailash. I just want to man. You think is there any chance that you're gonna
what?
Y'all gonna touch faces? You and Kailash?
I don't know. Probably not. Those guys are in the middle of doing a retreat, from what I hear. But here's the thing: one of the guys that work with them, I'm in contact with.
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually had a meeting with him this week. He's one of the people that we're probably going, like, I don't know if you heard me earlier with it. And this is how God fucking works. Like, bro, like, listen, this is how crazy it is. So I have this meeting with this guy, and he's talking about, yeah, like, if you could find a way that we could get some farmland, maybe we can grow these herbs on and this and that. And it's like, okay, you know what I mean? And then it's like, I go over to this guy's house for dinner, right? He invites me over for dinner. And then while we were supposed to go out on the night on the town, right? And so while we're eating dinner, it becomes late because he had hired this chef and all this shit, right? And which was, I really appreciated everything. So my friend, basically, the driver comes, and so he invites the driver to come in and have dinner with us. So it's my friend, my family, and the driver coming in and having dinner, and the driver is like really cool guy, right? And we start talking and everything like that. Turns out this driver has through his family has a lot of land, right? Oh, sorry, let me fast forward this. Let me back up. So we go out to dinner, we meet the driver. The driver's nice, we hook up and stuff like that, right? The next day I'm driving back to my hotel, and the one thing he said to me was, remember my truck, I'm the only one that drives this truck, like this type of van. And it was a nice van, like all polished, like the guy took good care of it. So I turn the street and I see the van. So I back up and I'm like, hey, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh my God, it's you, hey. Da, da, da. He jumps out of the car. He's like, I never got your number. I wanted to get your number, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I have family who has all this land and we're not doing anything with it. I want you to come and look at the land and see what you can do with it. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, I got farmland here. I got farmland there, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And it's pretty much kind of saying, here's the farmland. Tell me what you can do with it. And I'm going to talk to my family. And if we're all in agreement, you can have it. You know what I mean? You can go ahead. Crazy. You know what I mean? And then another guy that I met on the last trip that I was here, this dude, I swear, was like an angel. He showed up out of nowhere. Because like where I live, it's like no one comes up here unless you're like sightseeing or you live here. And so when he showed up, I was like, and he starts talking about my this when he was a child, how this guy helped him out, blah blah blah. Turns out that the person is like a relative of mine, and so he comes to kind of pay his respect to this guy and finds out that I'm related to him, and then he finds out I'm in real estate, and the guy is like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, we start becoming friends, and we've been on and off talking friends since I left, and now I'm on the island. The guy is like, showing me all these kinds of crazy properties, and it's like, what can you do with it? You know what I mean? Should I build a road on this? The road's going to cost $250,000. Yeah, I can build a road here. You think it will add value to it? You want to build a resort here? It's just like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, the chances of these like opportunities falling in your lap, especially when you're not doing anything to initiate it, you can't tell me it's not God. I can't have that many coincidences. Think about that. I need land. Someone comes and says I need land, and then like 2 days later, I run into a guy who basically is trying to give me his land. Has never met me.
Okay, so I'm just so you can see, understand this, different perspectives. But for a person who's very standoffish, like a lot of people I know, if those opportunities could easily pass them by, just because they're like, oh, I don't want to, deal with this, or they might, I'm trying to like kind of be off-putting, or they want something from me, etc. But you're welcoming everything that's coming to you. So just being like, so if you wasn't welcoming all that stuff, yeah, it wouldn't. But I'm not saying it's not God in your favor, but it's just from your standpoint and how you're receiving and welcoming. So you're gonna get everything. If you keep that energy up, for real, you good, man.
And I agree with you at some point. But what I'm talking is how you line the stuff. Like, what were the chances of me going to this guy's house for dinner with my family and we running late? You know what I mean? And then that caused this guy to have to come in and eat dinner with us. And as he's eating dinner,
Oh,
he's
the chain effect.
the
Yeah,
chain
I
of
see what you're saying.
you have to open your eyes to follow back to see how something forms and to realize that it's like, you know what I mean, for you to want something or need something, and then this comes out of nowhere and it's exactly what you want and need. To me, it's like that. There's no real coincidence in this world. Do you know what I mean?
Understood.
Like,
Yeah.
there was a reason why we were late. There was a reason why this guy came in to have dinner. There was a reason why this guy ended up, like, because he almost didn't use this guy as a driver. We were almost going to get him another driver. And he was like, yeah, I got this driver. It's cool. And you know what I mean? Like, it's, and the guy is like, oh, he drove me to the airport today. And he's like, all the way through, he's like, bro, I'm going to introduce you to so many people. You're going to have so many friends. I never even asked this guy to do this. He's just telling me he's doing this. And I'm like, well, you know, bro, I actually need to know a lot of people. And so I appreciate the offer. I'm going to take you up on it and meet as many people as I can through him. Doctors, this, that, prominent people, whatever. Now, I agree that some of it has to do with my personality. Do you know what I mean? Some of it has to do with who I am and who I am, my heart. You know what I mean? Like who I am in my soul and my spirit. I get that. But like the opportunity had nothing to do with me. Do you get it?
The tool. I mean, you still, yeah, but you are the tool. That's what I'm trying to say though. Like, if you offer yourself to be the instrument, which you are, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not, and I'm not even trying to.
Well, it's
because I
no, I agree with you. It's because I'm working to align myself with the right frequencies to draw these things to me. Like I honestly feel that I'm at a point right now that I'm crazy how I'm going to feel after this trip, because I feel like St. Lucia is a very spiritual place where it will allow me to really sort of up my level of vibration. But I'm at a point right now when it comes to vibration and manifesting that I almost think it and it happens. Like there are so many crazy things that are happening in my life where I'm just like, how is this possible? How are these things happening? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, to think about it, to meet a guy that was like one of the number one Cmos people in the world, and it happened because my heart told me to go put out this Calendly link and offer my free time to people to give, you know what I mean, help on their business. And then he just happens to, you know, call me, and we hit it off. And the guy is like a super cool guy. Like, fuck, you know what I mean? He's an amazing person, and I'm happy just to even be his fucking friend. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, to be able to meet a guy that's like cool and he's on that same level as you, and sees the world the same as you, and when you have these conversations, you know what I mean? Like, you're getting real deep and shit like that. Like, that's badass. You know what I mean? And for that to just fall in your lap, like these things don't just fall in your lap. They don't.
Yeah, nah, I can hear it. Like, you know, like you just sound like you in.
Bro, I'm at a point when it comes to manifest. I have to really sort of like concentrate every morning to make sure that I'm constantly putting myself on a positive path every day, so that I'm not feeling negative or thinking negative. Because when I do, shit just slows down. You know what I mean? Things aren't moving as good as they should be. More problems start becoming up. You know what I mean?
SpongeBob mentality. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. I'm with it.
Yeah, and I think if there was one thing that I would say that had to do with maybe a lot of this happening, was my willingness to serve others, my willingness to give up my time in order to do work, whether it was at church or whether it was, you know what I mean, driving someone home. You know what I mean? Like a lot of this all kicked off because I was driving this girl who was like, you know, a close friend of mine, this lady, the senior, she's no longer here with us. You know, this lady Jennifer, and how I used to drive her home from church all the time. And I remember, like, before all this shit happened, like when things weren't so great in my life, and and God's speaking into my mind that said basically like, you take care of this girl and I'll take care of you. And so I always made sure she was taken care of. You know what I mean? If it was a point where, you know what I mean, she would call me sometimes in the middle of in winter, and if it was cold out and stuff, and she, you know what I mean, she would ask me, "Can you drive me home?" And I would drop what I was doing and drive this girl 45 minutes out of town just to drive her home and drop her off. Like my wife would get up, like in the beginning. After a while, she got it, but in the beginning, she was like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this for this person? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have things you need to do, and why? You know what I mean?" But
Hold
look,
on, hold on. Can you speak on that? Like, can you speak on that though? Like, how did you get like around certain things? Just like because it could cause conflict in your actual at home, like, or even like somewhere else, not even just at home, but like when it's causing conflict, and it's like, how do you maneuver
I ignored it.
around like,
I ignored my wife. I told her beat it.
bro?
Not in
Really?
those exact words, but I was kind of like, I don't like sometimes, and that's the thing. You at the end of the day, you like, how do we put it? It's like God was giving me an order. And so am I going to tell my wife, like, or am I going to tell God, sorry, God, I can't do what you want because this lady wants me to do this? You know what I mean? It's like, hell no. Like, it was so ingrained in my heart and my gut. Like, I didn't care what she thought. I just ignored her. Be mad.
big, big man.
Be mad. Like,
Stop.
no, listen, this is a lot of people don't realize is that, you know, when it comes to argument and when it comes to feeling issues and stuff like that, part of the reason why you feel like that is because you're resisting it. You're trying to fight the fact that she feels that way. Let her feel that way. It only means something if you put a meaning to it. And to me, it's like, you're mad. Okay, you have a right to be mad. But that's not my problem. That's not my job to solve your anger. Accept it. You know what I mean? Because I'm not changing. I've made my decision. This is what I'm doing. So you can't just get angry and expect me to fold because you're angry. Because you don't like what I'm doing. Like, you're not my master. Do you know what I'm saying? And in the end, I didn't say these in the exact words, but this is how I feel, is that if you're not on my team, then you know what I mean? Like, you're not on my team.
I get it. You don't even have to say it, but I get what you say.
Yeah.
Fully. Yeah.
Ella's here says purple or gold. I'm not sure what that means. Yes, there's either purple or gold. I do gold, if that's what you're asking. Like, which I prefer, gold. But you know, I love my wife. But at the end of the day, like, this was like, to me, I'm great. I'm so glad that I did what I did. I wouldn't change it for a heartbeat, because not only, you know, has these things changed in my life, but the experience and the relationship I had with that lady Jennifer can, you know what I mean, like it was an experience I'll never forget. You know what I mean? Like, you know, in the enjoyment that and positive feelings that I would get being able to drive her home and listen to her talk, and we talk about God and the Bible, and her giving me books and saying, you know, read this. And when I'm going through like an issue in my life, and how she's able to sort of like, you know, she was sort of like my biblical angel. That's what I kind of related it to, because she helped open my eyes about certain things in the Bible and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it felt good to just be there for her, because a lot of people weren't there for her, not even her family. You know what I mean? And to know that I was there in her court, You know what I mean? When she needed a ride or whatever, you know what I mean? As simple as a ride, like I was there. You know? The saddest thing that I have to say is that she passed away a week before, a few days before her birthday, and I was supposed to be her date, and we were supposed to go to this big party, and she was so excited, and I was planning to like really dress up, because there was this like running joke that like I was like her boyfriend, you know what I mean? Because all her friends and all her family would be like, who the hell is this guy? Like, why is this guy driving you home? You know what I mean? Like this and this and that, you know? Because you know, and yeah, like even her daughters were kind of like, this, you know, this guy's driving you home, and we would sometimes sit in the car and talk for like an hour before I drop her off, because we're talking about this and that, you know. And her sisters, like the kids are looking at her kids are looking at the window like, what are they, you know what I mean? So yeah.
And that's a very strong thing, because the people don't see it now. It's going to be very very prominent in the future, because especially how everything can blurred with like gender and stuff like that. But besides that, just the fact that y'all connected, it wasn't even a gender thing. Y'all just connected,
Yeah.
and how but on a level y'all connected. You
Mhm.
feel me? Everything was blurred. It could have been age, whatever. Y'all just was connected.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
beautiful thing, for real, for real.
No, and I, you know, I still talk and help and mentor her because the whole time too, I would mentor her grandson, because he wants to be this clothing designer guy. He came out with this clothing line called SOH, Success Over Haters, and so I would always share him, you know, business ideas, this and that, talk about stuff. I even showed him like, I think that is one big gift that I was able to give him, is to be able to show him how I started this CMOS business and where I brought it to, and to kind of prove to him what I had been saying to him all along, that like you need to put this effort into it, you need to put these kind of energy and take it seriously and stuff. And so it's almost like, imagine someone's giving you advice, and you're kind of looking at him like, well, what the fuck are you doing? You don't have a business. What is this? And then I go away, I start a business, and now it's like, bro, look at my business. You know what I mean? See what I said? Everything I said was right. Like, um, you know, it just kind of like solidifies or backs up everything I'm saying. And now for him, he's it's almost like he's seen what I'm doing, and he's just like, hell, I can. If Julian can do this, I can do this. You know?
Yeah, I, me, this some people don't like that,
What?
like some people don't like to show that you can, like, if I can do this, you can do this. That I can make it seem almost like possible kind of deal. But I'm trying to just the fact that you are open open enough to show that, and you don't care about stuff like that.
But anybody who wants to sit there and think that their job's harder than it is got an insecurity issue. Do you know what I mean? Like they have like a validation issue. They want to be made to feel important or special. Where I
Yeah,
guess I'm
that's
at a
it.
point in life, I'm just tired of just bullshit. I'm tired of like sugarcoating things. I'm tired of just, you know what I mean? I realize the power is in seeing it for what it is, and just, you know what I mean? Not putting in these filters that the society has made us sort of behave in. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Like
love is the answer.
I'm trying to like live in this world, but not live in this, or be in this world without living in this world. You know what I mean? I don't want to subscribe to all these sort of like rules that really don't mean anything and make any sense whatsoever. You know, these new laws of society or whatever that they put to sort of definitely control us, but also confuse us. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the reasons why you don't believe that you have the power that you have It's because of what society is sort of, brainwashed you into believing. And it's because of all this bullshit. You know what I mean? And so for me, I guess the strength and the power that I'm realizing is like once you cut through all this bullshit, you know what I mean? It's just like it's just the pure what it is. You know what I mean? You break it down to that simplest form.
That's what
Huh?
that's what the beauty's at. Like the simplifying things, man. The simplest things. It's so like I mean I appreciate all the complex stuff, but the simple things in life, bro. That's why I find a lot of just those simple things. Like that's what I find the most right there.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. In order to be real, you have to take it into its simple sense. When you complex it up, you're filling it up with garbage, like just stuff that's not true. Now, a lot of it, I believe, has to do with just TV, like how we're programmed. Like even with this stuff, and I don't want to get too much on the racial tip, but I feel like, especially in Black America, it's like you guys are programmed to be highly sensitized and freaking out about race. Like, bro, when I was on my vacation, we were like, so there's these buses that you have to take to get to your room. There are these shuttle buses, right? And so, that's a massive moth. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry.
Good.
Get out of here.
Like now I'm making sure all these things that
Hold on, I just gotta kill this giant moth.
it's not you fighting, bro.
Bro, you have to see this thing. It's like massive.
It's like you're scuffle. You scuffling.
Get out of here. Bro, this moth is like 3 inches big. Like it was fucking huge. And it was flying all around my head.
I'm Muhammad Ali around here, boy. Come around here. What?
You know what it is? I gotta turn this. This has been so funny to watch in the video. So you know what I think the problem is? I got this night light, the light for the selfie, and I got it so bright that it probably thinks it's the moon, and so it's trying to fly around the light. My head is in front of the light, so it's like
Your head is the earth.
yeah, oh, crazy. That was freaking out. So what were we talking about?
We're gonna stuff. Child.
Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you. I was gonna tell you the story about how this guy like freaked out on me on the shuttle bus. So there's these shuttle buses that go up to your room. So now everybody's in the lobby, white, black, whatever, right? They're all trying to get to the buses. So I guess there's this group of white people, and they kind of like all storm this one bus as this black couple is trying to get on, right? The black couple didn't have enough room, so they have to try and get into our bus, right? And so in the bus, it's me, my family, and I think one of the drivers, he's black. So I'm like, come in our bus, you know, and I'm like, yay, the black bus, right? Like it's all like us black people in the bus. We started pulling away, and all of a sudden I hear in the back of the bus, what does this guy mean, black bus? So I turned around to him. I'm like, we're all black and we're all in the bus. Like, what the fuck is your problem? You know what I mean? Yeah, and you could hear him just like start grumbling and you know what I mean? And so I just totally ignored him, and I started like talking to everybody, like because we passed another shuttle, right? And as we passed the shuttle, the guy and the driver, he knew me, and I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? Like this, like fuck this guy. Like it was almost like, yeah, be grumpy in the back there, right?
But it was like he like, and then they all apologize and they're like, "Oh, we're sorry. We didn't get so mad." And I'm just like, "Yeah, I didn't understand why you guys were freaking out." Like I was saying it in a good way. Like, yes, we're all black on the bus. And she's like, "Oh, well, we're from America, and we're highly sensitized, and we don't like people. The second someone says black, we get triggered." What?
Oh hell, nah, man. No, man. Freaking hey, no. Like I don't know, but yeah, she could be right. But that is kind of stupid. I see, what you, especially I don't man. And, oh, yeah, I see what you mean. I see.
The thing is,
That made me I just got triggered. I guess.
yeah, but in some ways, we need to let the shit go, man. Like they want you to be triggered. This is what kills me.
Yeah,
You don't
because
see
that's
the
the
game.
power.
Yeah.
When you get triggered, you have control. That's power of emotions.
Yeah.
That's that.
Now you're the angry black man. You know what I mean? Like that's what they want. Like don't buy into their bullshit. Don't believe into their fucking racist shit because that's where you're dividing. You know what I mean? This is what I believe. At the end of the day, it really comes down to this. Life is a game. You need to learn the rules. You need to fucking team up. And we need to fucking execute and win the game. But we spend so much time fucking talking about shit that doesn't do anything to bring us ahead. And then we complain when the fucking rules, you know what I mean, are working against us. Like, what are we doing to change our rules? What are we doing to make it fair for us? We're doing more to complain about it than we're actually doing to take action. And that drives me nuts. It drives me nuts when I watch these people like complain about how the life is racist and this and this and that. And it's like, yeah, well, what are you going to do? Do you know what I mean? I grew up in an all-white community, right? And they were all rich, and I was poor. Okay, I went to a school where it was me, my brother, and some other black chick. That was the only black people. I remember, like, parents not trusting me in their house because I was black. Did I sit there and cry because of that? Did I sit there and say, "Oh, it's not fair because of these"? No. What I did was I worked hard to become articulate, to become well-spoken, to become educated, to show these people that whatever they thought that I was or who I could be, that I wasn't. Sorry, I just got onto this big rant.
No, you did. No, yeah, but no, forget them all the way. That sounds sour.
I just feel like
that's a bad batch of people too.
No, I just feel like we acknowledge like you could either make race work against you or work for you. I use it to work for me. I don't worry about it working against me. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a shit. I remember when I first came here, I went to go to the bank and the bank was giving me a hard time because like, pretty much I was black or whatever. And I went to the bank something like I think it was like 8 days in a row or 10 days in a row. Like I did not let it go. Because to me, I was like, I don't care what color I am. I deserve a bank account. I'm going to get a bank account. And I'm not going to worry about, like, why they're not giving me a bank account. I'm entitled to one, and I'm going to get it. And that's what I did. I pushed to make it happen. We all need to be, as black people, is to push to make shit happen. Find out what we want to make happen and push it. Because otherwise, they're going to win.
That's Cmos. Like I can't lie. Everything you talk about is like in a way Cmos is a great example for it. Just back in.
But here, someone just wants to give me a big up, so I have to say it. Since you're live, just wanted to say thank you for always sending me the best Cmos on the planet, brother. I should be ordering more soon. Just wanted to say what's up, Emirate Suze from Roseville, Cali. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I can't take credit for us having good Cmos. It's my business partner. Without him, like, definitely his relationships. Like even today when I was hanging out to them, we're like, offloading like close to 1,000 pounds of Cmos. It's like the guys that he's friends with and connect. It's like some of them they go back to like childhood. Like he's known these guys from school and stuff like that.
And so, in some ways, I'm looking at it like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. No one can come in and top that kind of relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy is connected. You know what I mean? You can't come as a stranger and outbeat a childhood friendship where they were hanging out and cracking jokes and doing fucking shit that they weren't supposed to be. You know what I mean? And now he's in business and stuff like that. Like, that's, can't get that. I could never get that. So to me, it's like, yes, and look at that. How did I land that in my lap? Rio? You know what I mean? How did I do? I didn't do anything to make that happen. I made a phone call and asked someone to introduce me. Do you know what I mean? Is it a coincidence that it just so happened to be like one of the best guys that you could ever meet in Cmos? I don't think so. That's God right there.
God's fucking out.
Dead serious. And for him to be as spiritual as he is, like we're on the same level when it comes to believing in God.
When you gonna go back on that mountain?
What?
You gonna go on the you said it was a high point when you like
tomorrow morning I'm going there. Already, it's funny you say that because I've been waiting. I've been sort of drawn to that spot, so I plan to go tomorrow.
Bro, I feel I could. It's like you got it. I can feel your energy, bro. Like just talking, how you all that passion coming out. Yeah, I can feel that, jump, man. Like,
yeah, man.
Yeah, let me in. I'm very interested about how that turn out whenever we link up, whenever all of us.
Maybe I'll get up. Yeah, maybe depending on the weather and what time I get up, I'll try and go up there and do the live stream from there.
But I will. Yeah, but if you record, I can see it. Okay.
Yeah.
If you do, you do. If you don't, bro.
Yeah, look it on Instagram though. If I do it, it'll probably be on Instagram.
But if you know, I just want to hear about this.
Mm-hmm. So, about what happens.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Just do it though.
But you know what? I'm looking at the time. I told myself I was going to get off like 12:30. It's now 1 o'clock. I should end it. And I'm just rambling off anyways. I'm on one of those like heated moments that I'll probably just say a bunch of shit that like people might not understand or get.
It's fine though. But yeah, I start going off. Give me the subject now. I'll let you know. Get your seat so you can get up.
Sorry, I had to. Someone drove by. I had to go check to see where they're going. It's not to say it's a dangerous time of like, you know what I mean, but you can never be too careful up here.
Exactly. Yeah, just don't, go.
No, especially at 1 o'clock.
Those. Yeah, but people get it twisted. But there, when it comes to it's there, and when it comes to all that stuff, it's there for a reason. It's not there because you're scary. Or like, when someone like punches at you and you flinch and they're like, I made you flinch, you're supposed to freaking flinch. You feel me? So those are there for a reason, bro. So.
I feel you. So all right.
Yeah, but get sleep, bro, for real. So,
I'm gonna get some sleep, man. It's been a long day. And so thanks for hanging out. And I'll catch you guys probably on Wednesday. If I'm not doing anything Wednesday night, I'll definitely be doing it up for a live stream. But also look for me like during the day on Instagram because I'll probably be doing a lot of like sort of like on the spot live streams or whatever, where I'm like if I'm somewhere that's cool or like we're gonna go in the Cmos water or something like that, then I'll sorry, a bug just ran by.
Spontaneous pop-ups. It's fine.
That's
Do it.
right. Yes, I got to do it. Special reporting. But yeah, I'm gonna get going because if I don't, I'm gonna stay here forever. Thanks, Ricky. Thanks, Real, for hanging out and chatting with me and listening to my stories and my rants. I hope I don't get canceled from some of these because some people are very, how do I say it? And this is what I got to explain, like realize too. It's hard for me to sort of relate to Americans because I've never lived in America. So I get it that some of the things that I do or say, they're probably like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And so I apologize if I offend anybody or if I've, trivialized anybody's pain or anything like that. It's never my intention. I just really kind of want to spark conversation and start making us move into a different direction. Because I feel like we as black people, the direction that we've been going in, nothing's really changing, you know? Anyways, how you doing, Ricky?
I'm good, man.
Okay, good, man.
Good.
Cool.
Hey, but I just want to let you know real quick though. One thing, like I just for any black people and any black, but one thing I can tell you though, black people are great at turning things around, a negative, and making it to a positive. So even that example of you talking about the bus, bro, sitting in the back of the bus, bro, that's the coolest place to sit to this day. The back, isn't that crazy? The back of the bus is the cool spot to friggin' sit, bro. To this, like, well, maybe not on the public transit, but on the school bus. when you go on a school bus, the place to sit is the back of the bus. You feel me? So.
But that's because you have the choice to do that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But you have to. But it's just like the ownership. Like, like baggy clothes. That is like in any other place, bro. Any other race, baggy clothes is not cool. Baggy clothes is cool in the black community because, bro, that's hand me downs. That's stuff like that. But it's cool. It got turned into a whole freaking. Come on, man. Like, yeah, man, like that's what I'm trying to say. Just owning ownership and just like basically just turn it into a positive, and that's a great thing, bro. Making a negative into a positive is something great. So that's why you said the black bus. We on the and they felt something like they might not understood, but that's what I'm trying to say. You own the situation as a bunch of black people, but you made it cool. You feel me? That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox.
Cool. All right. Well, I do have more things I want to say, but I'm not going to say it only because I know I'm going to start talking again and not finish it. But maybe I'll try to remember for the next live when I go ranting. But I have a story that I was it's like today the person told it to me, and it's so to me illustrates what our problem is, and yet we don't see the problem, and so we blame it on something else rather than really looking into ourselves as to why things are not the way that we like it. And I'll end by saying this is that in my belief, everything that happens in your life is your responsibility and is your fault, good or bad. You know what I mean? Everything comes down to a decision that you've made or you haven't made. And if you are living a life that you're not happy with, it's because of the decisions that you've made. And the good thing is that who you are today is based on the decisions that you've made in the past. So who you want to be on the future can change in an instant the moment you start making decisions today to affect who you're going to become tomorrow. And so we need to really be, as black people, be more conscious of the decisions we're making that are even pushing us away from our destiny or pushing us towards our destiny or pushing us to our destiny. Because too many people are not mindful of that, and they're making decisions that are ultimately fucking up not only their lives, but all the lives around them and the whole culture as a whole. And that needs to stop. And I'll end it like that. All right. Thank you. Have a wonderful night, guys. And I hope to see you guys on the next live stream. I really appreciate you guys always coming out and supporting me and helping me
have interesting conversations like this, because it's hard to ramble on like this when you're by yourself. It's also makes you feel crazy.
Man, we appreciate you, man.
Yes, man. Always, always. All right. Good night, guys. I'll take care.
Good night.
Good night.
All right.
All right, those live watching on the live stream, thanks so much for watching me. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm tired. It's been a long, long show. Almost 4 hours of talking about CMOS and just random shit. Wow. It's awesome. Love this job. I love CMOS. I love the CMOS life. I can't wait to show you guys more of what's going on in St. Lucia. So, follow this channel, follow the Instagram, YouTube, whatever. I'm going to try and make sure that I spread the information on all the platforms. And until then, thank you so much. And don't forget to take your CMOS. Good night.